What's good, everybody? What's good? Let me get my man green up. Okay, let's get this. Let's get this money, everybody. Let's get this.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Let's get ready
Fire.
Let's go. No excuses now. I'm talking here and now. I'm talking here and now. Let's go. Your time is running out. I'm talking here and now. I'm talking here and now. It's not about what you've done. It's about what you're doing. It's all about where you're going, no matter where you've been. Let's go.
What's good?
No better time. I'm talking here and now. I'm talking here and now. Let's go. Right now is where you shine. I'm talking here and now. I'm talking here and now. It's not about what you've done. It's about what you're doing. It's all about where you're going, no matter where you've been. Let's go. Let's go.
Can we make it happen tonight, y'all?
Let's make it happen.
I need y'all to do me a quick favor. It's a little congestion in the I-45 and the Clubhouse streets.
Let's make it
So I need y'all to put some in the hallway and let them know we about to make it happen. Let them know we are live. Jimmy News. On this beautiful, wonderful Wednesday. Let's do this one, y'all.
Let's go. Let's go. It's now or
Damn, double D. Double D, damn. Let me see some. Hold up.
It's about.
Okay, why is my thing kind of low? Okay, hold on, y'all. How we do this?
It's about to go down.
Okay, everybody that's in this room right now, welcome to Debate the News on this Wednesday edition. Give me a W. Let me see how quick you are. I need a W.
W.
What's too loud? The
Wicked.
mic? Somebody said wicked. Why is it wicked? How dare you call Debate the News wicked? What is your name that said wicked? Who said wicked?
A wonderful person.
I did.
Oh, I'm sorry, Jonathan. I apologize, Jonathan.
I did.
Okay, everybody.
I was plugging in. My bad.
No, welcome to Debate the News on this wonderful, um, illustrious Wednesday on Debate the News. I'm going to ask you guys, as I do every single day, I'm going to ask you guys to get some shares. So far, I'm about 28. If you can give me a little bit more, I'll be up to about 50. I'd appreciate that. If you are a body on this stage, I'm almost going to mandate that I'm going to look at your name and I have to see something in the hallway on the wall. If you're on the stage, especially if you're a moderator, I'm going to also ask you to hit the little box and ping your friends and invite them in, because right now, today, this is a room where you people need to be. Parents are rushing, literally rushing to get their kids under 5 vaccinated. What's wrong with those parents? I don't know. That's a different conversation. Maybe one or two of you are in here and I can help heal you if you are one of those parents. I'm going to reach out to you today and try to help you if you're rushing to get your kids vaccinated. I hope no doctors in here or you know what I'm saying. Also, Bitcoin. Okay. Oh, by September. Oh, by this, by that. It's going to be so high. It's just better than real estate. It's better than this. It's better than that. Okay. 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 Cool. We'll see. But before I go any further, Yvonne, are you in the building? Yvonne.
Yes, sir.
I got a question for you. Look down at the bottom of the stage. You see old boy that got that green shirt on? That's not shit. Let me
Yes,
damn,
sir.
I don't know if is that a yes?
Yes.
Okay. Hey, my brother, I gotta have a quick conversation with you, bro.
Absolutely
Bolo.
do.
Bolo, my brother.
Yo, what's up? What's up?
Hey, you from the Bronx, right? You from the streets, right, my guy?
I'm from Brooklyn. What's up?
You from Brooklyn, so you're not a punk, and you're not a punk. Like, you stand 10 toes down, right? You a real man. No, right? Let me ask you a question. Are you sending women on this stage disrespectful messages, bro?
I send anybody a disrespectful message that I feel disrespected me. Man, woman,
Right.
dog, or cat. Wow,
Did you send a message? Did you send a message? Did you send a message referencing a woman's private parts and something like that? Because I'm getting word, and before I say what I'm about to say to you, I want to just make sure that you acknowledge or you deny it or what. Are you sending messages out like that?
Message out like what?
Are you a wanker calling?
Do me a favor, Miss Ali. You always do this. You do that again. You can do that again. You can boot out the damn room. I'm tired of you doing that shit. Hey, bro, are you sending messages like that to people, bro?
Okay.
Messages like what, bro? What you talking about?
Okay. Do you want to address him really quick before I go where I'm about to go, Miss that he sent the message to? Because I just got to confirm that it's true before I just go left on him. Jonathan, jump in, bro.
Well, yeah. Let me look at the message myself, Jerry. Let's see here. The
Sounds
message.
like we have a C word.
Yeah, one second here. Hey, Miss, do you want to confirm what he said? Why I look for it?
Do you want me to PTR it?
Yes, go ahead. Yes.
Hey, go ahead. Hey, it's Stank West Indian Drive PUAS Kingpin Rooms. You drive. Hey, bro. Let me ask you a question, bro. You said you was from Brooklyn, right?
Yeah, and that's how we talk. What's the problem?
No, okay. No. One second, bro. One second.
Acting like I got fucking diapers on.
No. Let me tell you something, bro. Hey, bro.
Stop fucking jumping. That's what I said.
Okay, got you. I got you. Hey, bro. Let me just say this to you in a respectful way, okay?
I could have said it in the room.
Okay.
I mean, her messages said it.
Okay, well.
She's always dropping me.
Okay, let me.
Right. She always muting me and fucking dropping me. So
hey, listen.
I said what I said. I said what I said. And
wait, don't nobody do nothing to him.
No,
moderator. Listen. I'm gonna tell y'all real quick. No moderator touch. Wait, 1 second, bro. Okay, 1 second. Let me say something to you, bro. I understand you from Brooklyn, right? And you sound like a tough guy. So that means that you from the streets a little bit. You probably had a couple fights. Maybe you've been involved with a little whatever. You sound tough, right? But your message lets me know how much of a bitch you are.
I don't give a fuck
Don't you ever.
What you think,
Let me tell you something, bro.
I don't give
No, let me tell you
about
something.
what you think. If you would have violated me the same way, I would have sent the same message to you. It don't make a difference because she a female. She be doing little bitch shit.
Bolo, calm down. Bolo, calm down.
Right.
First of all,
1 second, hold Jerry. Hold on, let me get it. Let me jump in. Bolo, calm down.
In
Bolo.
the hood, in person.
Bolo,
That's a fucking problem.
Bolo, calm down.
White boy was in here.
Bolo, hey, yo, Bolo, calm down, bro. Now, first and foremost, listen to me. That's not. Hey, yo, Bolo. Listen to me, man. I want you up on the stage, Bolo. I want you on the stage, but you're gonna have to listen to me, man. All right? Because that's not how we do things here. You're an adult now, okay? You're a grown motherfucking man. I'm a grown man. No, Bolo, if you're a grown man, then listen, and then I'm gonna listen to you. Okay? You're gonna listen to me, and I'm gonna listen to you. As adults, okay, and especially as adults, especially you being a black male. Okay, already a stereotype as being angry and aggressive. Okay, let's try to do a little something different here today. All right. Now there's a misunderstanding with you and Yvonne. Yvonne doesn't mute you. She doesn't drop you, and I verified that. No, bro, Bolo. I know who the fuck is muting you, and I know who's dropping you. Okay, and I had a conversation with that person already, and it wasn't Yvonne. So let's start there. All right.
Yo, Jonathan, and I can respect that. If it wasn't her, miss, I sincerely apologize 100%. I take it back. Everything I said, if it wasn't true.
And I'm going to reach out to the gentleman. I'm going to reach. Hold on, Bolo. I'm going to reach out to the gentleman. Hold on, Bolo. I'm going to reach out to the gentleman, and I'm going to make sure that he reach out to you and tell you it was him and why he was doing it. All
right. That's cool. Check this out, Bolo. Check this out, bro. Listen. I know, John. No, I got you, bro. But listen. Let me just say something to you, my brother. Even if it is a woman that you identify, let me just remind you of one thing, bro. It's a Clubhouse stage, because you're taking it back. Not that you're taking back what you said. You're taking it back because it's to that particular person. So that's implying if you know if it was a woman, you would say the same thing. All I'm saying is this, brother. You being from the streets and you being about it, I presume, like half these goofy ass dudes on this app that act like they about it. Let me just say this real quick, bro. Let me just say this. Don't address no woman like that, okay? You don't have to do that. You don't have to do that. That's all I'm saying.
Yo, bro. Listen to me, man. I'm non-partial. I will address a woman like that, a man like that.
Okay, that's what I want to hear him say. That's what I want to hear him say. Exactly.
If I feel you violated me, I'm coming at you.
I got you. No, it was good, John. It was actually good.
Bolo, guess what? Bolo, listen to me, man. First and foremost, I respect how you feel. Can you do me a favor? This is all I'm going to ask, okay? And I'm going to always respect you. When you're on the stage, can you please refrain from that? That's all I'm going to ask you, all right, sir? Can you do that favor for me? I appreciate you, man. I love you, brother.
I gotta check them when they throwing their sassy shots too, though.
I will. But I do. Look, I appreciate you and I love you, bro. And that's all. I'm going to respect you every goddamn day you come here. Just please, let's not do that on the stage, especially with women. All right?
I'm not.
I gotta be real. Hey, 1 second. Hey, Bolo, do me a favor, bro. Bolo, do me a favor. Jonathan just said he's gonna respect you. I'm gonna be real with you, bro. I can't agree with that because of what you put in that woman's, what you put in her child. I'm gonna be real with you. I'm gonna be real with you.
Like, bro.
No. Bro. All right, Hey, Bolo, I'm actually helping you, brother, because you can learn from this. This is a learning moment. It's not that serious, man. It's not that serious. But I guess Jonathan is going to give you a hall pass today. So I guess you good. But please don't do that again, my brother. Please don't do that. Because I'm just telling you, man.
So what you saying, if a woman is violating me, don't say nothing.
Let me talk to him. I got this. Let me say.
Right there,
okay,
bro.
Bolo.
You can't defend women to the point where if they violate a man, you say, "Oh, don't say nothing to them." That's not how I operate, bro.
Okay, Bolo. Let me say this last part, and then I'm gonna pivot away from you, okay? Because as you know, this is Debate the News. We got a show to run. Let me just say this to you real quick, okay?
No.
Just listen real quick. This is a learning moment for you and other people. People get emotional on this app over certain things. I want you to remember one thing. It's an app. So even if somebody did drop you down, you can raise your hand and come back to the stage. So if that's a violation, it says that you got to say dry pussy, black beat.
Bro, I got literally kicked. And you know what's crazy? I went in you and Jonathan back channel. I ain't get no reply. No reply. You know when I got a reply? When she hit you up and said I violated her.
Yeah, Bolo, because Bolo, we get hundreds of back channels. We get hundreds of back channels during the show, bro. And I apologize.
He's getting too much of a pat.
Okay,
Bolo. Okay, Bolo. No, this is what we're gonna do, Bolo. Bolo, just chill out, bro. You going to Bolo? Do me a favor, bro.
That one was like 2 weeks ago.
Bolo, brother,
Jerry, man, why y'all spending so much time on this clown, man? Get him off the stage, man.
You're a clown.
Let's just move. No. Let's just do the show, Joey. Let's start the show. Let's start the show, Jerry.
All right. So let me see how am I going to start. How am I going to start the show right now? Let me pivot.
It's about to go down. You got to put that. That's how you start.
Hold on.
It's about to go down.
And then I got to do what I always do. We got Barbara Majeski in this house. Put some respect on her name. whenever Barbara come in, I just got to do that, y'all. So
hi, Jerry. Hi, everybody.
What's good, Miss Barbara? We over here just trying to, just have a good show. It's been an interesting week on Clubhouse. We just,
Jerry, you handled last night like such a boss, and you were such a class act with what went down after this room. Man, Jerry, you're just a class act. I mean, that could have gone so poorly if you let your emotions take over, but instead you just aced it. So you deserve some major flowers there, Jerry.
Yeah,
that's the Jerry 2.0. That's the Jerry 2.0.
So Barb, so you're saying that? Jerry. Hold on, Barb. So you're saying that Jerry is now in the running?
Jerry, the running. Oh my! To be what?
Jerry is like spend some time with Barb Majeski.
Wait, Jonathan.
Let me just Kevin, why are you talking while we're talking, Kevin? Come on, bro.
He wanted to give me a last flower. I think there's one more flower.
No. He can get that later. So we're trying to hook you up right now. We trying to get you some
money. Let me get my flower.
We trying to get some money, man. We trying to get
some money. Wait. You said wait. Hold up. Wait.
Lady, wait, man. Come on, bro.
Wait a minute. Hey, Jonathan. Hey, real talk. I saw her black card in real life.
Yeah, I know. Just kidding.
She pulled it out. She pulled it out like it was a Visa with a $500 secured credit line. She pulled it like it wasn't nothing. Like, oh, this is just. Oh, okay, Barbara, I see you. Hey, bring it in July.
I always say this, Jerry, that there are some unicorns on this app, and then there are some posers. Like you get there's a net positive to this community here on Clubhouse, but you do sometimes have to vet out. Like, all right, let's shake the tree and see what goes down. But I'm so grateful our paths have crossed, and that goes for you, Jonathan, and Lisa, and Rose, and so many of you guys on here, Daphne and Michelle and Nivea. You have Yvonne. I mean, I could just go off. But yesterday, what you guys may or may not have listened to is another kind of influencer on this app who's extremely successful in his own right and is the real deal, and definitely somebody I would regard as a unicorn, came at Jerry and was flipping the script and rewriting kind of what had taken place. And Jerry could have come in and gone total hog wild and lost his shit if he wanted to. Jerry, you had full reason to just go bonkers, but you didn't. He went
real white, right, Barbie? Got real white on him, right? He's like,
I'm not going there.
I'm gonna tell you something.
I felt like he was just a class act and regardless of race, color, creed, religion, high level character right there. So
I appreciate you. I appreciate you. I'm gonna tell you something, okay? I got friends in this app, in this room, for example, like Jonathan Bing and Grant Cardone. A lot of times, I'm gonna be real with you. Grant has pulled me off of ledges before and sent me messages like, Jerry, don't, and because he could hear me about to go. And after hearing enough of that, Barbara, from Grant, from John, after hearing enough of that, you start to say, you know what? Let's start to control these emotions. And so that's all you witnessed, Barbara. I appreciate it. And for 1,000 people, I'm so glad it didn't go left. But I like John Ledger. I like John Ledger a lot, actually. So I'm looking forward to one day him and I actually having lunch or dinner or something together. I know that day is coming too. It's coming.
Listen,
So
it's
thank you,
coming,
Barbara.
and even if it doesn't, it's at a loss to him because there just was a lot to be taken. And listen, you came in hot, and I was like, "Oh, pump the brakes, pump the brakes." But you didn't need anybody to tell you what to do. You knew in that moment. It's like like all this kind of little stuff that we deal with sometimes here on Clubhouse. It does train you to just start to be able to modulate your emotions so that you can conduct yourself for the long game. So I applaud you. I was really impressed
Thank you,
because I
Barbara.
wanted to kind of unhinge.
Thank you, Barbara. So just since you appreciate that, I'm gonna let you treat me to a dinner when we hit Miami. I'm gonna let you earned that privilege to treat me to a dinner. Yeah, you can use
What day you going? Jerry, what day you going down to Miami?
I'm going on the 7th or the
I think
6th
we're
or the
taking the
6th.
Honda out of with Benstock, and I will be coming out of, I don't know, Teterboro. Actually, we're going to leave Teterboro. He's going to come to Atlantic City to pick me up. Bing, why don't you meet me in AC, and we'll head down to Miami.
All right, I'm there. I'm down. I'm definitely gonna be there in Miami.
In case they don't know, in case y'all don't know the code, she's basically saying they're taking a private jet or private plane down to Miami. So she's asking Jonathan to meet her at a private airport.
I said the
Atlantic
Honda.
City.
A little
Yeah, hey, it's a
Civic.
jet. Yeah, Honda. Okay, yeah. So thank you for that, Miss Barbara. Now where are we, Mr. Bing? We're gonna pivot. Let's see. First of all, how's everybody doing in Debate the News right now? If you're doing great and you're happy to be breathing, can you say hello?
Hello,
Hello.
Jerry.
Hello.
Hey, you know what, Jonathan? I didn't want to tell.
Hello.
Oh, I was about to do my Freddie Roosevelt. If you're happy and you're breathing, can somebody say hello?
Hello.
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 Y'all are so funny. Okay, so appreciate y'all. So look, so check this out, everybody. Barbara, parents are RUSH. It don't have the ING, but you can put that up there. Rushing to get kids under 5 vaccinated. I could be wrong. I could be under a rock. I don't know. But what's interesting is if parents are really rushing, why are they rushing now or being pushed now? And there's no mandate like it was. There's no mask mandate. All of that is gone. It's almost like, the horse after before the car. I don't know. It's just something weird right now.
Hey, can I ask a question, Jerry, in regards to this? Because I've been listening to the news on this. And for anybody who doesn't know, I have a vaccine injured child who actually has vaccine induced epilepsy. So I'm very biased in the space. You cannot unring a bell. I want to be very transparent that I believe in vaccines, but I do believe that this is the question, the way that they label it is safe. I now question that word. What do they mean by safe? Like, it means you won't die, but you could have adverse reactions that could affect your life and lifestyle, like my son. I find that word so, I'm like, because you hear them. I heard them on the Today Show, and they were like, the vaccine is safe for children under 5. And I'm like, really? What does that word safe mean? What does it mean to you? How do they define what safe is? I find it very, I don't know, I find it a little nefarious, and I just want to open up the dialogue in that space.
You got to stop using that Harvard stuff.
I
Now,
went to
everything you
Towson and
said was
barely
English until you said
graduated.
Nefertiti at the end or Nostradamus.
Nefarious, Jerry. Nefarious.
Okay, do me a favor. First of all, how many syllables is
I
that?
can't spell
And
it.
can
I
you?
can't spell it.
Well, what does it mean? What does it mean?
Nefarious means devious. It means deceptive. Like it's like you're nefarious. You're a little a little evil, a little devil.
Suspicious.
One thing I want to add.
Suspicious.
I'm sorry, but I got to add this last thing. I don't mean to cut you off. Then I'm going to go right back to your thing. I got to add this thing about John Ledger because this is important. What I say. I came on the stage and I said, "You owe me $5,000 for a bet." John Ledger acknowledged it on the stage and told me to text him my Venmo. I text John Ledger my Venmo this morning, and before I put my damn phone down, damn near, he sent the $5K for the bet. So John Ledger is a stand-up guy, and I know he's not in here, so he's not going to hear this. But I just want to just put that out. He sent it like it was nothing. So thank you, John. Okay, so Nasa Ferris, or nefarious?
The question is, what do they mean by safe? The vaccine is safe, especially when we know there's no long-term studies. It hasn't been studied in junction with all the other childhood vaccines. So what does that language really mean to us as consumers? And what are the, I don't know, what are the boundaries of it?
Anybody want to take that question? Is Tara?
I thought it was Tierra. Tierra.
I know, but she like.
I don't think she's here. Tara's not here.
Any Maryland?
Where's Dr.
Maryland?
Catherine so she can light me up? Let's go.
Well, safe is what safe has always meant. Safe is what it always means. Like when you go to a safe room, safe means the same thing. What do you mean?
Do you
what do you mean by
epilepsy safe? Do we consider seizure disorder? I mean, I guess it's safe because my son is alive, but he, has seizure disorders. So I don't know. I'm curious. I think we just need to take stock of what it really means.
Who wants to jump in? Someone on mic.
Yeah. You gotta be careful because barbers are made. Hey, Jonathan, I see you pulling back because barbers are made women. You can't come at her like you do.
That's why I'm like, yo, I was like, somebody get on his ass. Raise your hand and get on his ass. Like, yo, no, I'm not gonna mess up my free ride.
Jonathan, we're good. We're good.
Yeah, don't be stupid, Jonathan. Don't be stupid. Hey, there's life after the app. Just remember that. She is on TV, so be smart.
Oh man, but safe, guys, listen to me. So when you say what do they mean by safe? Safe is what they use all the time, and there will be some side effects, and that's where the. All right, baby. Who's that?
$200 and something in there to get some baby formula. Wow. And they didn't even want it.
Okay, can somebody mute that mic right there? That baby formula mic.
That's like a good talk, though. I want to hear that.
Yeah, but safe is what is always meant, Barbara. That's what they've always said, that this is safe. This is safe to eat. This is safe to drink. This is safe to take. They've always used that language. Why have that language? I mean, I guess in the age of alternative facts, because I never even heard of alternative facts before 4 years ago, 3 years, whatever it was. 5 years ago, I've never heard the term alternative facts. And now that has entered our lexicon, that is now safe. We now got to question what safe was. Safe has always meant safe zone, safety, all that. That word hasn't changed. The definition of that word has not changed. I get it that, and Barb, you said you're not an anti-vaxxer because, and I get that, but the anti-vaxxers movement has now have us question words such as safe, I guess tested, proven, all those things right there, those words they don't mean the same anymore. So that's where I'm
sorry.
at.
I was going to say I can help you out with that, brother Bing, because I totally respect the confusion and I don't blame you, brother. But that damn CDC, brother. That damn CDC, Dr. Fauci, all these claims that was made when the pandemic first came out, the claims they made in regards to the vaccine, the efficacy of it. They didn't say you're going to need 10 boosters or how many boosters. They said it would do this, it would do that. They didn't do what they said they was going to do. Then they required mandates. If you don't take it, you lose your job, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Let that breathe. That's where it came from, Jonathan. That's why these things you guys coin as anti-vaxxers really should be coined as CTs. Let's not call them anti-vaxxers no more. Let's call them CTs for critical thinkers.
What's crazy as hell, Jerry.
Put that part in the chat.
Yeah, what's crazy as hell, Jerry, is, all these fitness freaks, they talk about the safety of this vaccine. But they're putting goddamn all kinds of fucking steroids in their body, shit that wasn't even made for the fucking human body. They're putting that shit in their body, and they're talking about how they don't want to risk this and that. You know what I'm saying? And years later they die like that dude Lyle, whatever his name, that former guy from the Oakland Raiders, whatever. How the hell can y'all talk about safety and fitness and all this other shit and the vaccine, but yet putting that shit in your body?
Wait, one second, bro. It's interesting. It's interesting what you just said so eloquently, Mr. Jonathan Bing. You just said like that guy. But when we talk about vaccine injuries, we won't say that person. We'll say thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of people all over the U.S. Now, there's a difference from someone like that guy abusing some type of drug to make him run faster or jump higher or get muscles bigger. If you drink too much damn water, anything that you do excessively is not good for you, right? So that's what happened with that guy. But that's not a good argument to make when we're talking about this vaccine, Mr. Bing. And I mute my mic.
And why he go and pick on people that work out? What does that got to do with anything?
Get him, bro. Get him, bro.
I'm picking on the steroids, people. Ask Micah.
Why are you assuming that people on steroids?
You right, Jonathan. You wrong. Jonathan.
Ask Micah.
Jonathan, that is not steroids.
And Jonathan, people have
Micah, wait a second. Hey, DJ, 1 second, brother. DJ, I know you. I don't want you to get sensitive.
Yeah,
bro.
DJ, you don't work out, so you can't be offended.
That's what I'm saying. You.
First of all, I'm heading to the gym right now. What are you talking about?
Hey, DJ.
Yeah, he took a cheap way out to make his argument.
DJ, let me tell you what you. DJ, let me tell you what you do. This is what you do, brother. When Jonathan talks like that, use it as fuel and energy. Not saying you need to, but just do it, brother. Use it as fuel and just get out there and do some intermittent fasting and do the damn thing and come back and say, John. Excuse me?
No, my bad. I'm trying to charge my car up and I wasn't looking at the charger and the person pulled off and somebody just skipped me. Fuck.
Okay, DJ. Never mind, DJ. Yeah. Micah. Micah, it's okay.
I've been waiting at this Tesla charger for like an hour now, man.
Okay, bro. Hey, Jonathan, I just been waiting at the Tesla charger. Everybody, we got a big announcement. Okay. We got a big announcement. DJ has a Tesla.
No, man,
DJ has a Tesla.
I don't have to spend money on gas. That's what I'm bragging about.
I've been waiting at the at the Tesla charger. I know, bro. I know you love your Tesla. I bought one to hit the field with it. I bought one as my field vehicle.
I actually don't love it. This shit got 5,000 miles on it, and already the little
Yeah, you shouldn't have got a.
DJ, get your ass to the gym, okay? Get your ass to the gym. Don't use that charging station as an excuse not to go to the fucking gym, all right?
Hey, you should have bought. Hey, DJ, you should.
Yo, Jerry, he waiting for us to say, man, forget it. Just go on home, man.
Hey, Jonathan. Hey, DJ, I get it, bro. You got 5,000 miles. Next time, don't buy the Model 3.
Oh, God damn.
Damn, it is a Model 3 too. Damn, how did
you Exactly. Okay. Oh my God, y'all are so funny.
See, DJ, in a couple of months you can be like me. I can brag because I dropped 40. Well, 39. I'm gonna call it 40, but I dropped 40. I mean, so you can brag like me in a couple of months.
How did you drop it through pharmaceuticals?
No,
hey, guys,
COVID.
BRB.
All right, COVID. All right, guys. So we're about to get this thing going, man. So absolutely, guys. Children, will you take your 5 and under child to get vaccinated? If not, why not? And if so, why so? So that's what we're talking about here, guys. We have parents rushing to get their kids. Apparently, there's a lot of parents out there, a lot of intelligent parents that's that's willing to take their kids, get them vaccinated so that they can go hang out with grandma and grandpa again. And give their kids back the life that they had pre-COVID, or that the life they may have not had yet. Okay, and then meet relatives that they have not been able to meet. So that's what we're talking about today. Anyone wants to jump in? Nope. So
wait, can I say what I was going to say to you about the vaccine? People are hesitant because of how quick the vaccine came out. And then the company that put it out. Remember, Pfizer has been sued several times.
J&J and Moderna also put it out as well. So,
but look how quick they put it out. Steroids been out for hundreds of years. All these other vaccines been out for hundreds of years, like the polio.
Steroids been out for hundreds of years. So you said I'd rather have steroids than vaccine. That's what you're saying, right?
No, I'm just saying steroids. Everybody know what steroids do and what they're not going to do, and you just can't abuse it. But with a vaccine that came out in a couple of months, something that modifies your immune system, it's damn right I don't trust that. Especially coming from the companies that it came.
Yeah, it modifies the DNA in the cells.
That does not modify the DNA in the cells, man. Who are you, man?
Yes, it does. Yes, it does.
Yeah, you got this Malcolm X thing on your thing, Jonathan, man. And telling a goddamn lie. It is not modify your DNA. Where are y'all getting this shit from? What YouTube channel you guys are looking at? What
Jonathan, I
the,
have a question for you, man.
no,
I have a
Old
question for you.
The
This is
CDC's
COVIDsummit.org.
L.
website said that.
I got a question for you, Jonathan. This is L, right? So this shot has been out over a year, but the flu vaccine comes out every year. How come they haven't done an updated shot? How come
no,
they're still using a 2-year-old vaccine?
well, once again, I'm not the expert in that. That's something you have to speak to the experts about. They're not here yet,
Yeah,
but
they're
they
using a
are
2-year-old
working.
vaccine.
One second. When you look at polio, they're using a 40-year-old vaccine. I mean, when you're looking at smallpox or whatever the hell we're looking at, whenever you look at the other vaccines that they're doing, look how old those are. So that
But
makes no
but but
sense
the
at all, Al.
smallpox, no, the smallpox and polio is not a viral like the flu, like SARS-CoV-2. This is SARS-CoV-2. This is SARS-2. That means it is a component of the flu. So the thing is, chickenpox is the chickenpox, smallpox is the smallpox. There's not levels to that. This is a level 2 of a flu. So if the flu shot can be renewed every year, utilizing the old prior year piece of the virus, how come they haven't utilized
So
the
you're
COVID
saying,
vaccine, created a
well,
new COVID vaccine with COVID
you see what you're
to
saying doesn't
keep
make
you
any
from getting
sense.
it?
You're saying that they
No,
know
I'm
what the
just
next flu
saying.
gonna look. Hold on, you just said they know what the next flu's gonna look like based on what last year's flu was.
No, no, no,
Now,
no,
that's
no, no. I
exactly
have
what
a
you just
girlfriend.
said.
No, no, that's not what I said. I said they use the old flu. The point I'm trying to make is one of my girlfriends works for the FDA, right? So the flu shot is never current because you can't predict what's going to be the next, what strand is going to be the next year. So every flu shot is always old. It's never because you can't predict that. What I'm
It's a
saying is
guess.
with COVID, what I'm saying is with COVID, it's already been out there. They haven't even renewed the COVID shot. They're still trying to make people take something that's 2 years old.
She's talking about
But this
the
is
vaccine that we're currently taking is for the original Wuhan spike, which no
Yeah,
longer exists.
exactly. But what you guys gotta realize is this right here. These variants are switching up and changing. They're constantly switching up and
and
changing.
that's the
So
point.
they,
And
wait
that's
one
my
second.
point.
I understand that was your point, but we were on Delta. Then we jumped to Delta and we went to Omicron. Then we went to that BA, whatever it was. But what I'm saying is this thing is moving quickly. All right. So
That's my
you know,
point. They're not trying to renew something they
actually
created
they
for
are.
okay. But when they do
Let me
that,
just say,
then let me know.
L, let me ask you a question, L. Is this a money grab? That vaccine who on stage believe the vaccine is a money grab?
Absolutely, I believe it's a money
Absolutely,
grab.
Yes, it
I
is.
1000%
It's a
It's a
L.
money
money grab.
grab.
Okay,
It's a
okay,
money
good,
grab.
Everything that
You know
great,
happens
great,
why?
in
It's
America is a money grab.
okay,
Everything that
great,
happens in
great,
America
great,
is a money grab.
it's a
great.
money grab because they have millions more patients. People are going to be sick long term from this vaccine. It's already
Okay,
happening.
Amen.
okay.
Yep.
So, Micah, where's your proof of that,
Oh
Micah?
yeah, the proof is everywhere that's not allowed on social media outlets or
You,
mainstream
you, you,
media. It's out there.
So,
you can look at the VAERS database and it shows you that.
the VAERS database. Let's not
And
talk about
guys,
VAERS database. Okay, let's not talk about that. That it has not. None of that's been verified. So let's
talk
Look at
just
to
say.
Justin Bieber's face.
talk to any nurse.
So,
They're
but
seeing
but
more cases.
let's just say this. You guys say it's a money grab, but we also say it's fast moving. So, and then you say, oh, they only have one vaccine. So if it was a money grab, wouldn't they have changed that vaccine up to go around, turn around, and get everyone double vaxxed again just for that new variant? I mean,
Well,
if it was
well,
truly a
Jonathan,
money grab, it was truly a money grab. Wouldn't I mean? Why would they be slow to the draw? And that's what I'm saying here. I mean, we got to be logical when we're calling something. You guys walk into these things without even thinking, like, oh, you know what? Why is Jonathan asking that question? So if it's truly a money
So why
grab,
didn't they? So why didn't they sell the vaccine at cost if it ain't a money grab?
because it's a business. It's a
So it's
business.
a money grab.
No. No, let me add. There's an investment there. They invested their own money into this vaccine.
No, they
They
did
didn't
not.
take government money. Did you know that?
No,
Yes, they
yeah,
did.
the taxpayers pay for that.
No, okay.
No,
The taxpayers paying that. No,
the
taxpayers
taxpayer
are
pays
paying
for
for
the
the shots.
production. The taxpayers pay for the production, and they allow these companies to sell it back to the taxpayers at a profit.
No, that's not true.
Yeah.
That's not true.
Al, Albert
billions of
Burler,
dollars of cancer
The
donations.
CEO, stated in an interview that they had done 2 years of research on mRNA that had produced nothing for Pfizer, but they were presented to the This was the way
All
to
right, yo,
go,
we lost you,
irrespective
brother.
of who they were.
Yeah, so Malcolm X, man, by all means necessary, get your mic fixed because you don't sound very cool right now. Is my man Mark here? All right, so we're gonna keep this thing moving because right now we're talking about a vaccine, guys. This vaccine has been safe. This vaccine has saved. I have a question. Do anyone on this? Do you guys who on the stage believe that this vaccine has not saved lives?
Everybody but you,
Definitely
Jonathan.
Yeah,
not.
Me.
everybody but you, Jonathan.
You
So
don't know what it does 10 years from now.
no. I'm asking. Do anyone believe that
Everybody
this?
but
Anyone on the
you.
stage believes
You're
what
the only
that it
one.
hasn't saved lives? It has not. It have not saved lives. Is what you guys are
You're
saying,
It
the
has
correct?
only one.
not.
It's impossible for
No,
synthetic
it
gene
hasn't saved
therapy
any
to
lives.
positively alter your state of life. It's impossible. Synthetic.
They have
Okay.
not proven it.
Once again,
And their only proof is
no,
when
they have
no,
proven
no,
it.
no. Their only proof is when people get sick, they'll say, "Well, it would have been a lot worse if you weren't vaccinated." There was a whole host of
Right.
unvaccinated
Okay.
folks
Okay.
that got sick and didn't die.
No, the proof is that the numbers slowed way
Mark Days
down.
is back. My man
That's
Mark.
that's because they
You guys
stopped
are
using
misinformed.
remdesivir.
Misinformed.
Mark Days, you want to jump in here,
Everybody's
brother?
not using remdesivir.
Yeah, what's going on here? Like you guys are ignoring the data. Anytime data comes out and say, "Hey, this is something bad that happened because of the vaccine," you guys embrace it and accept it and say, "See, I told you." But when the data comes out from the same source saying something good is going on, you guys are like, "Oh no, you can't trust that." Now, how come you can only trust it when it's bad, but you can't trust it when it's good? That is what I want to know from each and
Because
every
our
one of you.
government doesn't want what's good for us. They don't give a shit about us, and they never have. If they tell me to take it, hell no, I ain't taking it.
Why not, Mama D?
Because they've never looked after us. Guys, remember Tuskegee? Let's go back. I mean, hell with them. They don't care about us. No, no.
And that's the
Mama D,
truth.
Mama,
The
yo,
government
Mama
does
D,
not care
hold
about
on,
you. Let
Mama
me
D,
hold on.
hold on, Mama D. You like, yo, Mama D, like, remember what they did to us during Tuskegee? Come on,
I'm
Mama
like
D.
saying, when was anybody who looked like Mama D have anything to do with Tuskegee?
I don't
Jonathan,
like
I
Because
it.
don't
you
know
was
why
on
you
that
laughing
Yo,
like that.
she's
side.
a
It's very
It was
thoroughbred.
serious.
just
Yo, you gotta love
I don't know why
Mama
you
D.
laughing like that.
You got go
I
ahead,
don't know why
Mama
you find
D.
that
I
funny.
may not be African American, but I still think that was the most hideous thing ever done to any
I
human
think we
being.
all
And
do,
so
but
it
you can't
pisses me
say
off.
we because it wasn't done to
I,
you.
I said, can't we remember
Yeah,
it?
she didn't say anything wrong, man. She was being. I love the fact that
Yeah,
she brought it
Jesus
up.
Christ.
She's human.
She brought it. Oh
Point
man,
is, don't
Mama
trust the damn
D.
government. If they take it's good for you, run the other way. Milk isn't good for you either, but how long they lie to us about that shit? Don't do
So
it, guys.
So if the so all right, so the government is telling you not that about carbon monoxide. So are you not listening about that or what? I mean, the government tells you all kinds of things. You guys, right now when you're getting in your car, what do you guys do? You guys go look at the Alexa, what's the weather? And so and next thing you know, you get in the weather. That's because of the government. Oh,
Jonathan,
Alexa,
can,
quiet.
can we do a test here to see how many people know vaccine injured or people who passed away
Hell
after getting
no,
vaccine? Let's
because
do a vote.
usually, hey, no,
Let's do a
hey,
vote.
Mark Days, are you there,
I'm
Mark?
trying to educate you, Jonathan. This
Mark
is your
Days. Okay,
chance.
Mark's not there yet. No,
You have a chance.
listen to me. What we have is when we do these rooms, we typically have the people that are more vocal that wants to put out the propaganda. Sort of like me. I'm going through something right now. I've been real quiet about.
Well, Jonathan,
Okay,
can I ask you a question?
one second. I've been real quiet about. Okay, but guess what? The person that actually did it isn't quiet about it. So what I'm trying to say to you is like I don't have to go out and put propaganda out. So that's what's going on right now with the people that are like you guys that have the propaganda to spread. You're going to spread the propaganda. So that's all I'm trying to say. So you can't when you say can we do a poll? Of course you guys are going to jump up and be very vocal about it.
I just want to.
Does that make sense?
Well, Jonathan, just think of it this way, right? I mean, if you got 1% chance of dying from COVID, but you got 2% chance of adverse reactions from the vaccine, I can understand adults. I understand why you want to take it and everything. You wanted to travel and everything. And I understand why a lot of people want to take it as adults. But, these are children, five, and they don't have the ability to the decision for themselves. And it's ridiculous that parents would shoot up kids not knowing what's going on, you know? I mean, it's not like a lot of the other vaccines that, you know, have been around for years and years. And you know, even those, like, you know, people we know personally have had vaccine injured children's, you know? So, I mean, it just doesn't make sense to have an experiment like this, you know?
This is not an
Jonathan,
experiment, you
It's
know.
Jonathan,
an
Jonathan,
experiment,
Jonathan.
And
To
Jonathan.
add on to what
Jonathan.
he's saying,
well,
to
I
add on to
think.
what he's
Hold
saying.
up. I think one second. I'll let you go next. The gentleman that said Jonathan, you can go next. I think the parents that's not getting their kids are being very abusive, you know, to their children. If you're not getting your kid vaccinated, I think you're being abusive. So and experimenting, because the experiments have been done and it's been deemed to be safe. That's where I the gentleman that just said Jonathan. What were you saying?
Oh, Jonathan, this
Right
is
here,
Alex.
I'm right here. I was asking
One
you a
of
question.
our.
I was gonna ask you a question. Can I ask you a question real quick? I
Well,
was
hang
gonna
on a
ask you.
minute.
Do you
Hang
know
on.
how many people? Do you know how many people died of COVID in 2020?
Bro, I don't have that in front of me.
All
No.
right, I'll just let you know. In America, it was 350,000. All right, that's what it was, right? Now, in every year in America, 300,000 people die from obesity related illnesses, and another
Oh.
100,000. Hold on, and another 100,000 die from diabetes. You don't see them saying mandatory stop eating less food, right? Or mandatory get rid of junk food, right? But you know what they do be doing? They were offering fucking donuts at Krispy Kremes to get vaccinated. What about that?
Or a
Look at
cheeseburger.
them. They be offering unhealthy shit to say we're gonna make you more healthy.
I didn't get
It's a
none of that,
vaccine. Hold
Jonathan.
on.
I got
It's a
none of
You
that.
vaccine.
can't defend that.
Jonathan, hold on. Jonathan, no, I want you to
I
answer
Look
that
can
it
look it
question.
up.
out.
Answer that question real quick.
Bro, listen to me, man. If it got DJ Friday down and they get vaccinated, then I'm all good for it, right,
Look at
DJ?
how dumb what you
So,
just said was. You hear yourself.
Hey, Jonathan,
Hey,
I got something
Uncle
for you,
Alvin,
Jonathan.
Uncle
Terry.
Alvin, Alvin, go ahead. Alvin Hope Johnson, let's go.
Hey, man. One of our good friends, her husband is a doctor, and they put their 2-year-old daughters in this clinical trial almost a year ago for this vaccine. They've had no adverse reactions. They've had COVID since they've had the vaccination. They came through it like it was a cold, no issues at all. Who knows what'll happen 100 years from now? Who cares? But right now, my friend feels very confident and very comfortable that their whole family, including their 2-year-old daughters, are vaccinated. And he's a doctor, so they may
You
know
just
something
said,
about.
Are
who
you okay,
cares,
Uncle
though?
Al? Because are you
Who
okay?
cares?
Who Yeah, I'm
cares?
good.
Okay, because I thought I know you did what you had to do for your reasons, but I thought you was like a anti-vaxxer, bro.
No, I'm not
So
anti. You know why I did mine, but I probably wouldn't do it, Jonathan, if it wasn't for that. But our friend did it for their kids, and so I get to go around their kids because I had my little shot, so it's
But
all
you
good.
said, who cares to what happens to
So
them later
Alvin, were
on
you
down the
coerced
line?
into taking the
Jerry,
I
can
said,
vaccine?
who
I?
cares
Yeah,
Oh,
to
that's
my
sorry,
good.
kids?
Jonathan.
Yeah.
Can I
Alvin, were
speak?
you coerced into taking the vaccine?
guy,
I was forced to take the vaccine because my mom told me I wouldn't see her till I got to heaven. So I took the vaccine to go see my mother. Sure did.
Ain't that some shit?
Talked
Yeah,
about.
I didn't feel
Are they
good about
certain?
it, but I did
Are
it.
they certain in the trial? Are they certain that she didn't get a placebo? That she got the real thing?
I don't know what they're certain
they're,
of, but
they're
they're
not
certain
doing
she got
placebos in that trial, bro.
Lord, these
Or
people.
without a placebo?
All right,
Control group.
let's go. There's a woman. There's a control group. Okay, there's a woman that kept saying Jonathan.
Jonathan, it was me. I thought I heard you say that it's abusive. If parents don't give the vaccine to their children. I took the vaccine myself just because I know that I go outside and relate to a lot of people, but my children's are way big that 5 years old. I have a 11, 13, and 17, and none of them are vaccinated. And they went to school, and many of all their friends were coming out back and forth for 14 days because other kids were getting COVID. So it's a decision for me to make as a parent to know that if everything and all the side effects are not actually this is something that is going to take time for a lot of things to come up, and that can affect your child's life forever. And that's why some of us are choosing just not to do so. And for me, my safety, for the safety of my children, I will go down that route at any time, because I'm the one who needs to die, but not my children. I'm supposed to raise them,
That part.
not them die before time. So this is not in the word abusive. I don't know where it came from, but it shouldn't be there because we are making choices based on what we see and what we know as far as now. And I don't think that nobody should say that this vaccine is safe in any way for no kid under 5 or no children at all. Thank you.
Hey,
Definitely.
Pass
Jonathan,
the
Cause
can
time.
I
hold on,
jump
And
in? This is
Jonathan,
Definitely.
positive.
Jonathan, I got
Thank
a quick
you,
question for
Positive.
man.
you.
Let's go positive.
I got
Yeah,
a quick
Jonathan.
question.
Just want to jump in real quick, man. You know, there's a lot of things we have to thank God, right, that we live in a country like this where, you know, something like this comes out and immediately they go to work and come out with some kind of vaccine, right? Now imagine if this virus was even worse than what it is now, right? And we didn't have a vaccine for it. Look, my family, my immediate family, we're all got vaccine. Nobody had a problem, right? Even my friends and their kids, they're all vaccine. No one had a problem. No one had issues. I'm grateful we live in a country we can make that choice. You don't have to go get the vaccine if you feel like that's bad for you or your children, right? Or you have some kind of issue with the vaccine. Don't get it. It's your personal choice. And I don't believe that people should be pushing it on people to get the vaccine, right? And that's why we live in a great country like this, right? Um, and if you feel like you're in a country where the government is out there to kill you or harm you in any way, shape, or form, you should pack your bags and go to another country. I'm just going to put it that way, right? Because I like to believe we live in a country where our government looks out for us, right? And that's why
No
I'm here.
government in history ever looked out for the people.
So
It's
I'm
common sense.
sorry I didn't interrupt you, man. Please, thank you, I appreciate it. You know, I'm grateful I live in this country and how fast they came out with this vaccine. I'm not going to take any more of your time. Thanks.
Hey, positive. I agree with you. Once
I,
it, go ahead. Who disagrees with positive?
I would disagree with. Hold on,
I definitely
hold on.
disagree
Could
with
I just
him,
build with the brother real quick?
and I
Go
don't
ahead. Go, Bill.
understand.
Bill. Go, Bill.
I was gonna say I disagree with that because there's no history, there's no government in history that was looking out for the people. All right, let me just say that. And also, Jonathan, I would appreciate it if you answered the question I asked you earlier about how they're promoting the vaccines using unhealthy food, which we know. I just told you, as I told you right now, that dietary things kill more than COVID did. So, what do you got to say about that?
Man, you still on that shit? Hey, bro, listen to
Yeah,
me.
I'm still on that shit because it's very important.
Anything,
You can't dodge the question.
listen to me. If first of all, one fucking donut's not gonna kill anyone. All right, so someone got a Krispy
I don't
Kreme and
even
they got a
think about
shot.
this.
Okay, they got a shot, and guess what? It saved their life so that they can die of obesity. Okay, if the shot's gonna save their life so that they can go out there and die of obesity 10 years later, 5 years later, 20 years later, then that's a good damn thing.
All right, but
All
let me
right,
ask
that's
you this
just the
now
way
on
I
record.
see it.
I'm asking you right now, Jonathan. Is a donut healthy?
No, I did.
Is a
You
donut
just
healthy?
I answered you.
Okay, is a donut healthy?
A donut can be healthy if eaten in moderation. Yes.
Shut my phone, Jonathan.
Hey,
That
Jonathan.
don't seem like a
Anything's okay if eaten in moderation, bro. I mean,
Well, it's not healthy. You can say
so
it's
what?
okay
What?
if you eat it in moderation, but that don't make it
Yeah,
healthy. That don't make it healthy. Be
bro,
real.
bro.
Be real.
Guess
Be
what, bro,
real. We're trying to have a real
bro. Let me
conversation.
tell you something. I'm telling you. Let me ask you. Let me ask you a
Go ahead.
question, bro. If you were starving on a fucking island and you found a fucking box of donuts, okay, and that's all the fucking food you had, is that donut healthy?
It's
Yes or
not
no?
healthy, but I might eat it to survive. But it's not healthy. It's
Okay.
not healthy.
Okay.
I
So
want to jump
okay,
in
It's not
now,
whatever.
healthy. I don't. What
Jonathan.
the fuck?
I
You're
know
not
we're not
gonna
arguing
live on
about
It's
donuts.
not
donuts.
healthy, bro.
I want to
Hey,
jump in.
Jonathan, let me help you out here,
Go
man,
ahead,
because
Mark.
Jonathan,
they
you're not being real.
tripping.
Jonathan,
Get the fuck in here, Mark. Days.
Hey, man, I'm in a building, man. Listen, first things first, man. We gotta keep this thing orderly, JB, man. They in here, they wilding, man. What's going on in Debate the News, man? What's the matter with you people in here, man? Welcome me to the doggone show, Jonathan, man.
My man, Mark Days up in the motherfucking house.
I'm in the
Welcome,
building,
Mark.
man. What's popping with y'all, man? Amber, break this thing down for us, man. Because I don't know. I feel like you gonna be on the side where you feel me. We all gonna die from the vaccine. Where you stand, Amber? I want to hear from you.
Listen, so a couple of things. I wanted to touch on a couple of things because this whole vaccine mandate changed the trajectory of me and my husband's life. And Jonathan, I got a bone to pick with you because you gave me a fake ass number when I was trying to reach out, but it's fine. We figured some stuff out.
No, I didn't give. I don't give a fake number. My number
You
is
gave
in
me a
my
fake number
bio.
that the number didn't
My
even
number is in
clear,
my
right?
bio. What are you talking about?
That's
If it was if it was a digit off, then I must there's a mistake. But anyone can reach me.
I tried reaching out, but we figured it out. So
It's a
one,
doggone lie. I tried 6 months to call this man. I just got him on the
yeah,
phone
giving
today. He's
out
a
fake
liar.
ass.
This man is a liar, Amber. He's lying. Don't believe him.
We finally did just hook up today, right, Mark? We finally
Yo,
did
he
get on the
got
phone
it.
today.
After months and months. Oh my gosh, you're out of control, man. He's a
I'm
busy
sitting up
guy,
here
though, Amber.
sending
He's
out
a
a
busy
text,
guy.
I'm sitting up here sending a text, trying to figure out if I should sign up for the play. I get an automatic response, but it's cool. So I want to talk about the parents and getting their kids vaccinated. I don't understand why parents would rush to do that when when kids weren't really impacted by the vaccine, right? When this vaccine first came, when not the vaccine, but by COVID, when COVID first came out, we were told that it mostly impacted adults between certain age range. And even when my son got sick, he was sick for a couple of days. I know a couple of kids who were sick. And they were only sick for a couple of days. It was never life threatening to kids, right? There might have been some, what is it, outliers, right? But for the most part, why would you rush to get your kids vaccinated when COVID wasn't life threatening to your kid? The second thing is, I don't know if you've been following this, but we are now relocating to Detroit because we were able to pick up. Basically, I don't want to put my business out there because there's some like shady
From
people
where?
out.
From Detroit? From where?
From New York City because we were
Why the
both
hell you gonna do that?
I was just
educators
about
and
to
they put that
say.
mandate. They put that mandate out to where educators had to be vaccinated. My husband had just got his doctorates and all this other stuff. And basically our income went from being like earning as educators anywhere from 250 to 300,000 to almost zero. Luckily, we owned our own real estate or what have you, and the money that we generate from our rental income was able to get us by or whatnot. But we ended up having to relocate only to find out that the judges who were making the decisions so that people could who was making the decisions as to whether or not educators should be mandated owned stocks of they owned Johnson & Johnson stocks, and they also owned over 100,000 in Pfizer stocks. So to say that this isn't a money play right now where lives have been impacted, whether financially or through means of people dying or what have you, is really kind of, you have to be living behind a rock.
Wake it up.
The last thing, I'm sorry.
And they don't pay that no attention. Hey, man, ad-libbing like the Migos will make you get a parachute, man. Just calm down, all right? But I'm so sorry, Amber. Go right ahead.
No, so I just want to just put that out there, right? Like y'all have to go out here and do your research and stuff. I am blessed to be in a situation where, while me and my husband was working, we knew how to generate income through real estate. But that's why I reached out to you, Jonathan. You didn't even answer your you gave me a
I get
fake number,
hundreds
but
of
we
text
figured it
messages. I
out.
mean, my apologies, but I just back challenged you the real phone number, and
Wait, he just said, wait a minute. My man said he ain't got a fake number. He say back
no. What I'm saying is, if I made a mistake, no. What I'm saying, if I made an error, is what I was saying.
Transpose the digit, did you? Hey, Amber, man, this man here, man, he brutal with it, man. I had to chase this man down. I was about to say, if I don't hear from him today, I promise you I ain't talking to him no more. I'm sick of this.
Yeah, Mark, we finally caught up with each other today, so absolutely. But Mark and I are going to do some great things. Absolutely, guys.
Absolutely, 100%, 100%. So, Amber, I would have
I just
to,
have one thing to say to
Jonathan, I have to,
Jonathan.
hey, brother, man. Hey, man, what's the matter with you, dog? You don't hear me talking, man? What's the matter with you, man? Hey, man. Real quick, Jonathan, man, I'll have to agree with Amber real fast pertaining to the kids, particularly because I just went through this, right? I slid and was doing some business stuff. I slid and got the vid. You understand? I'm telling you. And I'm just now coming off of it, like the last leg of it. And unfortunately, my wife and my kids got sick. But the kids bounced back like immediately, bro. It was like nothing for them. Couple days, they were down. Especially my 11-year-old, he was in, you know what I'm saying? Like he got a tiny fever, like a day and a half, nothing. They're back. Like I was running behind them, like pissed off, still sick. Like, oh my gosh, I gotta work. I gotta run behind the kids. And I'm still down with the vid. It's crazy. Me and my wife got hit pretty tough by it. But the kids bounced back quick, Jonathan. Like, what is that all about? Like the kids came back fast.
Yeah,
no vaccine, no nothing.
It's called the immune
what I would
system.
say is this right here, Mark.
Hey man, you ain't Jonathan, man. What's the matter with you, man?
What I would say
What's
is
wrong
this,
with
Mark.
you, man?
Mark, what I would say is this. First and foremost, man, I can understand what you're saying, but I'd rather get my children vaccinated because only off chance that one of them do get sick, and God forbid, perish, I would never, ever be. I would never be
Couldn't
able to
live with
forgive
yourself.
myself. I would
Right,
exactly. I
right.
would never be able to forgive myself.
Israel
So
didn't vote.
I would do it as a precaution, and to make sure that they have it, and if they want to go around the grandparents or whatever they want to go, I want to as a precaution. I'm going to do what I have to do as a precaution because listen to me. I would kill myself if I sat here and listened to Jerry Malcolm, give out medical advice and take that shit and then don't get my kid vaccinated and something happened to my goddamn kid. The medical professionals said that they should be vaccinated. They said that it's safe. Okay, and guess what? It's the same people that tell you driving 65 miles an hour is safe. The same government that gives you all those other warnings. The same government that has the airline inspecting their fucking plane. The same government that has, tells you at what temperature, all. Yeah, it's the same goddamn government. So, now we're gonna pick and choose when someone's safe. Pretty soon, we're gonna pick and choose what laws we fucking follow, and that right there isn't an option. So that's
Hey,
where I'm at with it.
Jonathan,
Jonathan,
positive again. Can I
it's the
jump in
same
again?
government
Real
that
quick,
made the
guys.
food
Real quick. Let's
pyramid.
do it. Let's do it one at a time, man. Who was that brother who jumped in first?
This,
Someone said, "Hey,
this
Jonathan."
is
Hey,
That's
Jonathan.
Kevin.
They
me.
said
This
it twice.
This is
positive
Kevin.
Mark.
Oh, Kevin, what's up, Kevin, man? Hey, positive. I heard you, my brother. I know who you are. I got you, my brother. Kevin, let's talk about it, my brother. Where you at with this, man?
Hey,
An
man.
intelligent guy, man. But
Let's
I
go.
heard you in here trumping the other day, man.
That's
I
right.
started to question you real fast, man. What's wrong with you, Kev,
Trump's
man?
my
What's the
uncle.
matter with you,
I
man?
always stand up for
You
my
trust your
Uncle
uncle?
Trump.
Oh my goodness, this guy, Jonathan, this freaking guy here, man. This freaking guy,
Yo,
Kevin,
Kevin's a
man.
wild one.
He's wild. He's an attorney at that, man. You go get disbarred, man. Don't let them hit his room. What's the matter with you, man? Kev, talk to me, man. What you think about this that's going on right now with the vaccine and
Hey,
whatnot? Somebody got a hot
hey,
mic, by the way. Mute up.
let's hear it. The federal government that designed the food pyramid, yeah, I trust them. That's really the healthiest way to eat. Full of grains, full of carbs, making our entire country obese. Sometimes they drop the ball. They do a lot of good, but a lot of times they drop the ball, and they drop the ball with this vaccine. I'll tell you that 100.
I'm gonna need you to
This,
stick to law. I'm gonna need you to stick to being a lawyer. That's what I'm gonna need.
Dr.
Man, what the
Catherine.
Yeah,
food groups got to
where's
do
the
with
evidence? Kevin, where's the evidence
wait a
for
minute,
what you
Dr.
said?
Catherine. Wait. 1 second, please. What do the freaking food pyramid have to do with anything, Kev?
I'm saying you can't always trust the government to analyze all factors and come up with the best conclusions.
I'm
The
dead.
food pyramid's a prime
That's
example.
that's
That is
reserved for
not.
you. That's reserved for YouTube, right, Kevin? And Twitter. Excuse me, Twitter. That's reserved for Twitter, right?
Yeah, well, those are some sources you can find good information. You
I'm
just have to
freaking
use your
dead.
brain. You got to use your brain and analyze information for yourself. You can't rely on authorities. You can't rely on the government. You got to do your own research. Bottom line. And Trump's my uncle. And Trump's coming back in
Man, you
2024.
got a stupid orange uncle, by the way.
Yep.
Let me just let you know that right now. Dr.
Yep.
Catherine, I'm so sorry that I cut you off. My apologies. Go right ahead. I'm sorry.
No worries, Mark. I just was asking Kevin, what evidence does he have that the the vaccines weren't studied properly? Because we've been waiting a long time for this data.
Time.
A long
Time.
time. What you talking about?
Well, remember this,
Double blind, placebo
the
controlled studies over a long period of
6
time.
months.
That's my evidence. Let's get it.
well, your evidence is unfounded. You're not trained as the FDA panel, the CDC advisory, infectious disease
I'm
pediatricians
also
to
not
review the
compromised
data.
by pharma.
Or a paycheck.
Okay,
Hey, this man is a walking conspiracy theory. He sound
I
like
No,
mean,
he's
what's the
not.
dude? Alex Jones, one of them dudes.
Mark,
He
he's
sounds one
not.
of them YouTube dudes.
So
Hey,
this is
Kev,
the
man,
other
Kevin, Kevin
okay?
Boyle, talk to me, man.
Yeah,
Talk to me,
so
bro. Because my man
I was
Kev, the
just
other
gonna
Kev is out there, man. He's on the moon right now. Kevin Boyle, talk to me.
yeah, so I was just gonna say, I was gonna ask Dr. Catherine if she's seen the data that just came out today from Walgreens that shows that the triple vaccinated adults are 31%, and the unvaccinated are the least likely that are getting COVID right now. So about that data, did you read that?
yeah, Kevin,
That's
we've
true.
discussed this data quite a few times, and what's happening now is it's a minority of Americans that are unvaccinated, um, and many people have actually been naturally infected. So interpreting that data, you would ask this, you would say, is a vaccinated and boosted person more likely to test themselves when they're sick? I would say probably, because if you're vaccinated and boosted, recently you're over 50 years old, you may have a comorbid condition, and if you're not feeling good, you're going to seek medical care. Whereas if you're unvaccinated, relatively young, healthy, many people don't, even when I offer them a test, they say, oh, it's okay, because when you test positive, that might change your travel, that might change your social plans. So the data, that can be a little confusing when you're reporting it that way. So what we're really looking at is, are the vaccinated and boosted getting severely ill, getting hospitalized, and are they dying? And that's where the vaccines are most protective.
Could I ask you a
Can I
question, Captain?
one more one just
100%.
one more
Real
question I
quick.
wanted to
Oh,
ask
go ahead.
her.
Go ahead, Kevin Boyle. Real quick.
Just one more question. Like in the very beginning, didn't they actually say that the vaccine like was going to be 95% in the very beginning? And like, I mean, before it came out, they said like it had 95% or something like that you weren't going to
That's a good
get
point. That was to
COVID.
the initial strain.
Okay.
And what we know about viruses is that they change. It's called antigenic shift. So when they spread quickly,
Here she comes with
they
the scientific jargon.
Hey,
okay.
bro,
Hey,
you about to
Beard.
Well,
go on a scientific flight. You need to relax.
well,
You need to
we
calm
have had
down. You
different, yeah,
understand?
we have had different strains, and the good news is that the vaccines hold up. But what we were really surprised by with the initial data and what we saw is when people started getting vaccinated in late 2020, early 2021, is that transmission rates fell significantly. Now with subsequent strains that are more contagious, and we're seeing that transmission in vaccinated, unvaccinated is still happening, less so in the vaccinated, which is good news. But what the metric we're looking at now is who's getting hospitalized and who's dying, and how can we reduce hospitalizations? Because the whole goal, if you recall, was to flatten the curve. And it wasn't so much the curve of cases, because if we have a case load that's high of people getting the common cold, that's not as devastating as the initial strain of this virus, the Delta strain, where we had lots of people getting sick at the same time who required 20 to 30% of them medical care and attention. And we saw lines out the door of hospitals, people dying at home because they couldn't access care. And we had to ration care. And we don't want to be in a position like that if we can avoid it.
Hey,
Thank
Kevin.
you so much for that.
Very interesting.
Kevin.
There was another gentleman who was trying to jump in as well at the
That was
same
me,
It was
time.
Mark.
me. That was Malik.
Positive.
Could I ask some questions? Could I
No,
ask?
that wasn't you,
Hey,
Malik.
No,
That
it was
was my
definitely
man
Malik.
Positive, man. What's wrong with you,
this is
Malik? Man, I
Samuel.
come right to you,
All right.
man.
Well,
Thanks,
positive
Hey,
is
Mark.
Positive,
silent.
jump in real quick.
Yeah,
Yeah,
just real
hey,
quick.
Malik, man. Hey, Jonathan Bing, man. What's going on with your people, man? What's wrong with debate the news, man? They tripping in here, man.
I just
They
had
Yeah,
a question
tripping.
man.
for Kevin.
Hey, y'all are passionate, man. Hey, man. Well, I'm gonna try my best, JB. I'm gonna try I ain't gonna get too crazy. I'm gonna try my best. Positive, jump in, my brother. We pass the mic around.
Yeah, man, just before I forget, people keep on comparing this virus thing to obesity, right? Those are the first people they're going to get off this app, go right to the Popeyes drive-through, right? So it's like that's a choice, man. That's food. You already know what's bad for you. You know how much to eat, how much not to eat. You got to, get into the gym and work your ass off, right? It doesn't have nothing to do with vaccines, right? I don't know why they compare it to that.
All right, positive. Could I add on to what you just said? You said you
But
don't know why we.
real
Hold on.
quick before you jump, do you disagree with what Positive just said, Malik?
100%,
Before I
definitely.
move on to Samuel, go ahead, brother.
Yeah.
Address what you want to
All right.
address with him.
You said why are we comparing it to vaccines? It was simply because they're offering junk food for vaccines. They'll be offering people Krispy Kremes and hamburgers to get vaccinated. So it's not like it's not comparable because they're offering something unhealthy and they're giving you something healthy. Why would how could you trust somebody that's telling you they're gonna give you something healthy and at the same time give you something that's unhealthy? They're giving you junk food. Something that I
Malik,
just
let me ask you a
Malik,
question
I
real
don't
quick.
think
go
Positive.
ahead.
I don't
Go
know.
ahead.
Let me ask Malik a question.
Go
Positive,
ahead.
real quick. Will one? And this is not me being funny. If they're offering donuts and junk food or whatever it might be, McDonald's or Krispy Kreme, in order to get vaccinated, will one sit down meal at McDonald's or Krispy Kreme cause comorbidities? Has that been founded and proven that if you eat a donut or if you eat a hamburger, instantly you get comorbidities and you're higher at risk for some type of disease or some type of problem, even if it stems from the vaccine? Can you logically say that, brother?
What I'm saying is that I'm not. I wasn't even.
Nope. Answer the question
No,
because
no,
you
no,
badgered
no, no.
Jonathan.
I
I
just
want a
said no.
direct answer.
I just
I
said
want a
no.
direct answer.
To keep it simply, I say no. But can I build on what I'm saying?
Yeah, go ahead and build, but we already got the answer, bro. So what
All
we
right.
what we what
What
we're
I'm
seeing is
saying
what
is
you're saying
what
is you're
my
trying to
this was my
compare
question.
apple and
This was my
oranges, bro.
question. This was my question. I'm saying, how could you trust somebody that's giving you something unhealthy and at the same time go tell you they're gonna give you something that's healthy with it? You get me?
I understand what you're saying, but the logic behind that is nonsense because
What logic?
unless you indulge it, listen to me. Unless you indulge in that lifestyle on a consistent basis, consistently, you don't get fat overnight. Okay, you have to make a multitude of decisions that lead you down that path. You don't just be unhealthy just for the sake of being unhealthy. You have to live an unhealthy lifestyle. So if you don't live an unhealthy lifestyle, it's like, or if you do, if you
But
don't
the
live
thing is, but
unhealthy,
I get what
one
you're saying.
moment.
I get what
If you don't live, 1 second, my brother, 1 second. If you don't live unhealthy, that particular instance where you got vaccinated and ate a donut is not going to make you unhealthy. And if you do live unhealthy, you were already on that trajectory regardless. So that extra donut and that extra hamburger, that's just a part of your lifestyle. Can you understand what I'm saying, bro?
Fact.
I get what you're saying, but I'm saying over 41% of Americans are obese. Now, hold on. I'm gonna connect this and I'll listen to this. Now, I said over every year, 300 plus thousand people die of obesity, and another 100,000 die of diabetes. Now, think
Mm-hmm.
about this. Okay, so that's the same numbers of 2020 COVID. Let's say that COVID, in 2020, 350,000 people died of COVID-19. You can Google that. It takes 10 seconds.
Okay,
Now the
okay.
thing, now the
That's no
thing is,
problem. I'm not
hold on.
refuting that.
Now the
Get to the
thing is,
point though.
I'm getting to a point right here. Give me 30 seconds. Now the thing is, you never heard them saying mandatory eat less food. You never heard them mandatory exercise. The thing is, when COVID came, they shut down gyms. Think about that for a minute. They shut down the gyms. Go crazy.
I mean, bro, if you're
You
in a
can't
spit,
exercise at
you're
I don't
if you're
understand the logic at
one second,
all.
real
Oh,
fast, because
sorry.
I want to build with
Sorry.
this brother. JB, is it okay if I build with him for a second? I don't want to
Hey,
hog the
brother.
mic.
Yo,
Okay, perfect. So Malik, check this out, bro. You're in the gym excreting bodily fluid in the form of sweat. You're probably spitting when you're in the gym. You're breathing heavy. You're huffing and puffing. It's a place that's like the disease that's highly transmissible. There's going to be a high level of transmissibility in a place like that. Can you not understand why they shut down gyms? And my second question is, can you not work out at home?
but the thing is, the gym was my last topic. You just dodged the first point. I hate you for
No. I'm
dodging the
going
first
back to
point.
the first point. I'm gonna have you restate it, and
All
I'm gonna
right,
shoot that
all
down
right,
too. But go ahead with
all
this one.
right.
Can you answer those
And
questions?
I now was saying a gym is necessary. Even if it is you could limit the people inside the gym. You wouldn't have to shut down the whole gym entirely. You feel me?
Can you not work out at home?
Some people just don't got. Yes, I say definitely you can work out at home.
You
I say
can.
definitely.
Okay,
I say
perfect. So you said something before that pertaining to the amount of deaths from COVID and pertaining to the amount of deaths. I believe you cited cancer, and what else did you
not
cite?
cancer. It
hundred
was
thousand people.
obesity and diabetes.
I'm sorry, diabetes and obesity. Okay, which are highly intertwined, right? Because a lot of people who are obese experience diabetes, right? So check this out. Can two things not exist at the same time? Can you not want to tackle the COVID deaths, which are going to spiral out of control as the disease progresses and gets more transmissible and harder to fight, right? That's going to progress if that happens. There's no way around that, right? And you got diabetes and you have obesity, right? All of which you can't change tomorrow. Okay. That's number one. An obese person is going to have to go on a years long journey in order to reverse what they've done. And diabetics are going to have to go under very specific treatment if it gets to that point. If they can't mitigate it through diet and exercise and things like that, they have to go under very specific treatment in order to monitor and treat that specific disease. Am I correct in saying that, brother?
I would say no.
Oh my God, Jonathan, man, I don't know what's up with this
No, no,
brother right
no.
now. I don't think he's following me.
Let me
Oh, he's
answer you.
I don't
Let me
following
think
say.
you.
I don't think you follow me, my
That's
brother.
anti-vax logic.
I hear what you're saying, but let
Do
me.
you understand what I'm saying? So this is what my point, Malik. Two things can exist at the same time, and there's nothing wrong with putting attention on. It's called prioritization,
Yeah, but
right?
what I'm
If
saying.
we have a pandemic, one moment, brother. Let me
I
just
get you.
land.
I
I'm gonna
get
put
you.
it
I
back
get
on
you.
you.
I
I'm
get
not
you. I
gonna.
get you.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not like that. I'm fair. So listen. If we got a disease with a high level of transmissibility, it's deadly for a certain segment of people. We don't want it to spread. We don't want it to continue to mutate, which it has done, right? And it's getting more and more infectious with every mutation. That's what they're trying to stop. That's what flattening the curve is all about, right? So why can't two things exist? You can fight obesity and diabetes over here by encouraging lifestyle changes, but you can't force people to change their lifestyle. But you're gonna have to be there 24 hours with a gun, and even some people are resistant. Why not focus and prioritize on the most pressing issue at the moment, which is the virus going ham? It is killing people, not everybody, but some people. People are being hospitalized, and it's causing a crisis. What's the problem with prioritizing that and wanting to stop that particular thing from getting more out of control? Why can't two things exist at one time?
No, no, this is what I was saying. I was saying, first of all, you would focus on the bigger fish, first of all, right? And the one that was here first, right? The bigger problem. Now, this is what it is. Obesity, yearly, these numbers die. The numbers I gave you, obesity and diabetes, the same numbers be dying yearly. And 41% of the population is already obese. Would you not deal with that first? And the thing is, you said you could promote a healthy lifestyle, so that could get mitigated or whatever. But the thing is, they're not promoting a healthy lifestyle. As I was saying, they were offering uh junk food and shit that you know is unhealthy, and at the same time saying they're gonna give you something else. That's like me. Now really think about that. For really, don't let that go over your head. Really think
No,
about
no, no.
that.
Trust me, it didn't go on. It went under my feet. Okay, understand that. I'm not missing anything you're saying right now. We actually have a whole sector of the government, okay, that promotes healthy lifestyle for people in America, but no one pays attention to it. There's a whole division that does that, by the way. What I'm saying is this: the virus, COVID-19, whatever you want to call it, Delta, Omicron, Beta Phi Kappa Zoo, whatever you want to call the doggone thing, if it spirals out of control, which it can do at a much more rapid rate than obesity and diabetes, because you have to live a very specific lifestyle or have predispositions within, it might be hereditary or whatever, to have these particular diseases or situations manifest in your life and materialize on this side, obesity, diabetes, right? It's a much more slower spread, bro. If you got COVID over here and it has the potential to spread like wildfire and kill however many millions of people, if you don't get it under control immediately, why would you not put your focus over here and prioritize your focus on that thing that could be way more devastating, because everyone's not going to get diabetes, everyone's not going to be fat, right? But a lot more people could get COVID than can get obese and diabetes in a shorter amount of time. Do you follow what I'm
I
saying?
get what you're saying, but let me add on to what you just said real quick. All right.
And I'm gonna move on from him after this,
Yeah,
JB. I
you
ain't
can
trying
move.
to hog the
Yeah,
mic. Go
yeah, I
ahead,
can.
brother.
You can definitely move on
You know
after
what,
this.
Z?
Now, because
I'm
I'm
gonna
gonna
jump
finish it with this. Because I'm gonna finish it with this. Now, the thing is, as you were just saying, this one doesn't kill at the same rate as obesity. But let's be real. This disease has a 99% survival rate. But that's not even the point. The point is that uh, the people who are dying, let's be real, they're going to be a healthy person is not going to suffer from a disease at the same level as an unhealthy person. A fat person and a fit person are not going to be in the same situation when they both get the same disease. You get me? So it's the same issue, the same things that are exaggerated that are making this disease worse at the same time. So the thing is, how could you promote a healthy thing without promoting a healthy lifestyle at the same time? Because a vaccine is not going to be a fixed solution. You see, right now, even they say you're going to have to get another one every couple of months. A healthy lifestyle is the only thing that's going to help you change. And that's facts right there.
Those are
Can
not
I
facts,
help?
Malik.
Can I
Those
It
are
help
is
you out?
important to
absolute.
be
Can
Catherine, put the
healthy.
Can I
cap.
help you
I'm
Okay,
out?
gonna
Catherine, put the
Yeah,
I'm
okay.
gonna
don't
let
be
We can move
one
on.
second,
Let
one
it,
second,
Catherine.
y'all.
Move on.
One
I'm
mic
not
real
jumping in
fast.
with you, bro.
Let
I'm
me
jumping
let
in with
Doctor
you.
let me let Dr. Catherine jump in real
Yes,
fast
give
and
Catherine
answer
the
that,
mic.
because I do not want to commandeer the stage. Go ahead, Dr. Catherine.
thank.
Before Catherine
Oh,
answers, can I give her the question?
No, no,
yeah.
real,
Let
real
her.
quick, brother. Let her answer it, and then y'all can do y'all thing real quick. Now I'm gonna jump over to my man Augustus when y'all finish. Go ahead.
Yeah, the biggest risk factor is actually being unvaccinated. That gives you a higher risk of having complications than being obese, having diabetes, heart disease. But those risk factors are very contributory to having a more serious outcome. But what you want to do is train your immune system to have seen this virus before. When we say it's a novel virus, that means that our immune system has not seen this coronavirus, SARS-CoV-2, before. So that's why we locked down, so we could try to contain it and try to keep people from letting it spread so fast. Because when 1% of people are dying and you're seeing hundreds of thousands of cases a week, as we were seeing. We had millions of cases over last winter, and that was just a few months ago, you guys. We had thousands, almost 3,000 Americans dying a day. And these were preventable deaths in the vaccinated population. And so it's spring, summer right now. Sorry about the train noise. And what we're saying is if you are interested in vaccinating your child, it's a 3-part series. So if you start now, they will be vaccinated and have immune protection by fall. And that's going to help them get into the winter season. If you have a child who's living with people who are at risk, that could mean a very different winter and holiday season for the family. So for many people, as the article that's referenced at the top, many people are very eager to have their young ones vaccinated so that they aren't having a difficult winter ahead. And failing to plan is planning to fail. That's the truth.
All right. Just to add on to what you just said, Catherine, you pretty much agreed with me with your first statement, saying that people with obesity symptoms, pretty much that means like if they have like heart issues or whatever, that does contribute to the death of COVID-19. So you pretty much agree with me there. But to add on to what you just said, you said the vaccine is here because a lot of people, this virus is relatively new, is what you're saying, and people's immune system has not gotten a chance to experience it. But as you were saying, right after that statement you made another ignorant statement where you said millions of people are getting cases. So if people are getting COVID, does that not mean that they're already exposed to the disease? Well, what would be the point of a vaccine at that point? And let's be honest, by definition, this would not be considered a vaccine, because what is a vaccine? It's an attenuated form of a virus. All right, that's what a vaccine is. This is not a virus. This is a protein synthesis, damn near. So this is what you call it. This is, how should I say this? This is mRNA, and this is not the disease in a weaker form of the disease. This is telling your cells to reproduce the disease using spike protein. So this is not, you can't consider this a vaccine by definition.
So that's
That's right.
factually
That's
incorrect.
right.
So I'm
Booyah.
sorry, who's speaking?
Go ahead,
Ad
Dr.
libbing
Kevin?
Catherine.
like the
Kevin?
Migos, man. Come on,
If I
man.
had them,
Let's
Kevin?
go,
if I
Dr.
had them
Kevin?
done
Catherine.
sound
Kevin the
effects, I would have hit them right now.
Kevin the real estate
Hey,
attorney.
Malik, man, you
Kevin,
didn't drop no
let's
knowledge, my
just
brother. Go ahead, Dr. Catherine. Go ahead.
let's just think about what's happening. How many people are in this room? About 400. And Kevin, a real estate attorney, feels that he should interrupt me, a board certified emergency medicine physician with over 20 years of practice, who's now obesity medicine board certified, to say that, to define vaccine. Kevin, do you realize
Yeah, damn right.
how ridiculous you sound when you do that? Do you have any
Dr.
self-awareness? Would I
Catherine,
ever interrupt you
Dr. Catherine, I have a
about
question.
something related to real estate law?
I have a question. What receptor does the SARS-CoV-2 virus act on in the human body?
The ACE2 receptor. And you can stop with this quiz, okay? There's no contest here, okay? So let that land.
Damn.
All right. Jesus Christ.
Thank
That's
you, Dr.
Dr.
Catherine. Thank
unbelievable.
you
Catherine,
very much, Dr. Catherine.
are there any lifestyle nutritional factors that would how can I say it, quell the ability of the virus to act on the ACE2 receptor?
Tell
I'm waiting.
hush mode.
Well, I want to think
Cool,
about your
man. Dr. Catherine,
question
I would
before I
answer.
just
Continue,
come up
Dr.
with an
Catherine,
answer.
sir.
Give
I
her
don't
her
just
agency.
make
Let
up
her answer.
Do me a
bullshit
favor, you
just
guys.
because you
There's
ask
like
for it.
50 people talking, and I mean, we can't hear nothing. Okay, I didn't hear anything Dr. Catherine just said. Sorry, Dr. Catherine. Could you please repeat your answer to
No
that
problem.
question?
The thing here is that ACE2 receptors are expressed in different um, levels of expression of the ACE2 receptor based on age, actually, Kevin. So age is the biggest risk factor. And that's why many are saying, well, I am hesitant to vaccinate an infant or young child because their risk of having severe disease is statistically very low. And that is true. And it is related to how many ACE2 receptors they have in their bodies. But what we do know about children is this: when their immune system hasn't seen the virus, they can be very reactogenic, meaning they can make high fevers, they can get kind of sick kind of fast. And if you've ever seen a kid get sick fast, they go from playing and running around to just looking really limp and maybe having trouble breathing and they won't eat. So some parents would rather their child is vaccinated and doesn't have to go through that. The truth is, tens of millions of children have already seen this virus, just as adults have, and that's because it has been spreading. So we do have a higher level of immune protection, and the virus is less novel to us as humans. So that's why we're seeing less impact when it comes to severity of illness. It's the combination of the vaccine protection that we've earned by getting vaccinated, as well as the natural infections that people have had and recovered from. But don't forget that those natural infections came with over 1 million Americans dead, hundreds of thousands of children orphaned, and people in medical debt from those hospitalizations, and now with long COVID symptoms.
So now we're getting vaccines to make up for old deaths.
I don't know
Doctor.
what kind of question that was. I have a question for you real quick,
Mark,
Dr.
can
Catherine.
you let off them
Real
gun sound
fast.
effects real quick?
Bro. No. Because you didn't drop no knowledge, man. You usually get that when you drop the knowledge. You understand what I'm saying? Like I'm about to do right now. I'm going to do this because what I'm going to say is going to make sense. I have a question for Dr. Catherine real quick, real fast. So pertaining to the efficacy of the virus, the efficacy of the vaccine, rather, Dr. Catherine, I just had a quick question. Where are we at with it now when we see it go from, 90% down to like, 40, 50, 60%, maybe even down to 20 or 30? Because I do believe that the vaccine kind of helped me fight off whatever was going on, but I took it such a long time ago that I'm not 100% sure pertaining to the efficacy of it. So while I believe the vaccine played a factor because the symptoms I got, Dr. Catherine, were more like a common cold/flu, they were nowhere near severe as what I had heard, different people say that they were going through, being down 4, 6, some people 8 weeks and then just going through unimaginable suffering. I didn't experience any of that. It felt very regular, felt very normal, like when I used to get sick in school.
Neither
Yeah,
did I. I didn't have the vaccine, but go ahead.
Dr. Catherine, go ahead, please. And
thank you.
people, just refrain from jumping in and ad-libbing. I appreciate it, man. We want to keep it orderly. It makes for horrible replay value, if that makes sense. Dr. Catherine, can you go ahead?
So I would agree that your vaccine status, as however many months ago it was, and maybe even a year ago now, it was protective, but that immunity wanes, meaning that if you've been more recently vaccinated or boosted, you might have closer to 60 or 70% protection. Whereas if it's been a few more months, it might be 20 to 50%, depending on someone's immune status. Now, another thing to keep in mind, Mark, is you may have actually had COVID-19 prior to this infection that was symptomatic. You had less viral load because people were wearing masks more, and earlier in this year and certainly last year. So now we're seeing some changes in the viral load because there's less masking. So you may have had an asymptomatic infection that was effectively a boost to your vaccination status that was quite a few months ago. And that's really what compelled the CDC to say if you're under 50, you don't have to get a booster. If you have comorbidities, it will probably be protective. But we know that of the cases reported, probably anywhere from 2 to 10 times that are people testing positive at home and not going to get a test that would be reported to the CDC.
Very interesting right there. Very interesting information. Augustus, I didn't mean to skip over you, my brother. I know you
No,
wanted to
that's all
chime in
right,
on
bro.
something. Talk to me real
Yeah,
quick, bro.
no, it's all good. So I was just I was listening to the brother Malik speak, and I think what he's trying to connote really is that it's a little bit interesting in that, and it's very simple in that the same people who claim to have, you know, our best interests at heart as it pertains to our health, right, are trying to get us to take something whilst touting in front of us things that are unhealthy. And so there's a little bit of a lack of integrity in the messaging or in the people doing or producing the messaging. And so when we hear that, again, when I saw that happening in your country, I thought, what the fuck are you talking about? Because we know that, again, we talk about, people being overweight and so on and so forth, right? But we know that if somebody is kind of inspired to take their health into their own hands, to go and work out, go and walk, and all this sort of shit, it could have actually just got people into a healthy state. And if people are unhealthy, right, in your country, I can't remember the percentage of people that are obese, right? But if they had been, exercising and eating correctly over these past 2 years to slow the spread, then if there is another kind of viral outbreak, they will be in a better position to fight it off. And so, is it not a waste of time to not tell people to kind of, or at least make it mandatory for people? I know you can't really make it mandatory, but at least put it out there that, to suggest that there are these free programs that people could utilize to kind of get themselves into a better health space. And so I think that's what he's trying to say. So I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. Of course, I'm a what the cool kids say, an anti-vaxxer, but I just don't believe in those things because I like to keep myself healthy. I haven't caught it once, by the way, even though all my friends around me, housemates, have been suffering with it. So yeah, I just think that
Thank
the
you.
health thing could have been
I think you understood what I was trying to say
Yeah,
a little bit.
100%. Malik, are you trying to clear up what you? I'm confused, my brother. What you trying
Yeah,
to say right now,
that
my
damn
bro?
near what I
Let me
said.
put on you for like 30 seconds. The mic. Go ahead.
When I'm done, I need you to let off them sound effects. All right.
Hey,
But
if you say something fire, my brother, it's gonna be bombs away, man. You understand what I'm telling
so
you?
basically, what I said is, I said 41% of Americans, over 41% of Americans are obese, and then 300,000 people die of obesity and obesity related things, and another 100,000 off of diabetes each year. So I'm saying when they're out here whipping out trying to talk about mandatory vaccines, and this has been going on for years. Obesity has been going on for years. You don't hear them talking about mandatory workouts and mandatory eat less. In fact, they were shutting down gyms, is what I'm saying. And not only that, were they shutting down gyms, they're also promoting vaccines with unhealthy food, which is going to make more people more obese. And I said, remember, 41% is already obese. So that's more than over 41%. So think about that. If over half the people, damn near half the people are obese, how many people you think are going to be obese going to go get them unhealthy foods you're promoting?
I understand, and I understand what you're saying, right? And just
Now, if you
because, right?
understand, okay, all right.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah,
Just because, because I knew you was about to, you know what I'm saying? I knew you was about to
But the
get me,
thing
He
right?
didn't
about
say
So,
anything worth listening to.
yeah, I understand, but it was just to appease the brother, okay? So he doesn't keep asking, all right? Boom, another
He's
one
nice
for
and
him, all right?
smart.
Check it out. Hey, man, I'm very, very fair. I want people to understand this. So what I'm saying again, my brother, let me reiterate this again. The same way that one burger and one donut is not going to make you obese or give you diabetes is the same way that one workout is not going to make you fit. So again, your point about the gyms being closed, bro, like that, it's null and void. It's a protective measure. Would you? Let me ask you this, Malik. Would you go to the gym and work out with a mask on?
hell no.
Okay, that's why they were closed. People like you.
But if it's a gym,
Okay,
you could have told them.
that's exactly why they were
No, but if
closed.
they're going into a gym, that's not yours. You would have to follow the policy. So they could have easily said, "You want to work in the gym, spread apart, hey, and wear a mask." That's simple. That's some simple shit.
Yeah, it sounds great until you get people like yourself go in there and don't want to obey
I
it.
wouldn't have went in. I swear to God. If I'm
Okay.
not gonna obey, I'm not gonna walk in. It's that simple.
Listen, trust me, man. These people out here, I was a fool recently and decided, hey, man, I'm going to go without a mask and got smacked with the vid, okay? After wearing masks for a couple years and never catching it. You understand what I'm telling you? So these people don't want to wear a mask. They don't want to social distance. They don't want to comply with the regulations. Therefore, they put out whatever they put out to close down those particular establishments where they figure the spread would be more severe, bro. You understand what I'm saying? I have no problem with the fact that they shut the gyms down during COVID. I mean, if you wanted to do a workout, go to the park. You could do some calisthenics. You can run around your neighborhood. You could do
Hey, Mark,
push-ups in your house. All type of things you could have done. Who's that brother trying to jump in right there? Who is that?
this is Samuel. I just have a question for you on that fact. Then,
Sure.
then,
Let's talk about it.
then how come people like Tom Brady had the police come after him for running in the park by himself?
I don't know anything about Tom Brady having the police come after him. Jonathan Bing, can you corroborate that? Did Tom Brady have the police come after him for running in the park? Or is this just some nonsense?
I've
They were
never
gonna
heard of
work
that,
out a
brother.
park.
I've never
I've
heard of that.
never
Go
heard
look
of
it
that.
up.
Never.
Go look it up. It's there.
Well, I prefer that you provide the evidence because I can't stand when people come to the
I'll
stage,
find
say
it and
some
DM
outlandish
you.
nonsense, and then put the work on me to go locate the nonsense they brought to the
I'm looking it
stage.
up right now.
I'll go
That's
find it and
madness.
send it
Jonathan,
to
is it
you.
true?
Now I'm looking right now.
What
I
does
ain't
that
never
even
heard of
have to
nothing
do
like
with
that
it?
before. But what is your point in bringing that up,
Now,
Samuel? What would be your
they
point?
poke fun at him. What are you talking about?
It's people that go outside and go work out by themselves outside, even though it's supposed to be a quote lockdown and the gyms are closed. Yet they want to go outside and work out by themselves, and people call the police on them because they're not quote unquote complying with the lockdown because they want to restrict your movement.
It's because this whole thing was bullshit, tyrannical crap by
Right.
half-assed thinkers.
Okay, so let's see what happened, right? So they're saying that he was ejected from a park in 2020. He was busted working out in the park, and the park was closed to the public. So what are we talking about? If the park that is a municipal, owned by a municipality, is closed because of the coronavirus pandemic, why couldn't he run on the street? Why did he have to run in the park that they said was closed?
You low
So
key
was he
missing the
busted?
point.
Was he busted for working out during a pandemic, or was he busted for being on a property that was supposed to not have people on it at the time he was on it? Which one is
It's
it?
public property. Why should they close public property unless it's to restrict your movement?
Brother, how do you figure it's public property? Did you pay for it? Do you know if it was a state park? Do you know if it was owned by a municipality? Do you know? Were
It
you
was
there? Do you know the name
it's
of the
in a
park? Do you know who
city.
owns it?
It's owned by the people if it's in a city.
How do you know that? Are you from there and do you know the park personally?
No, I do not.
Okay, then be quiet. Thank you. I'm sorry to be so short, Jonathan. I don't mean to
Yo,
bring that
hold up,
energy
bro.
here.
No, what's crazy is I know people that got cited for standing on their own goddamn front porch for loitering. So, I mean, what are you talking about?
I'm absolutely confused, man. So I mean, now we're interpreting law and understanding municipalities and who owns what. I don't know. I don't understand what your point was, brother. Personally.
Hey,
So
Mark.
Samuel, I didn't mean to be so short, man. But who is that talking
It's
right there? Who is
April,
that?
Mark. I was just gonna say,
April
can you just
Floyd.
go
How you
pitch?
doing?
I'm good. How are you? I'm gonna say,
I'm
can
doing
you
well.
just go pitch a tent in a city park where they don't have that designated to be done? You can just do that because it's your land. Can that
Hey
happen?
man, it's just
I'm
doggone
gonna go
crackheads
do
and
it.
homeless do it
I'm
every
gonna go
single
do
night,
it.
and they get kicked out every night. They get kicked out every night. The police pull up on them and say, "Hey, stupid, you're not supposed to be here," and then they kick them out.
Exactly.
Okay, so
Right.
I
He's
can't
going to pretend like they
identify
didn't have
who
trespassing laws before COVID. So
who
I
was
don't
that
know what
lady
that
right there.
is.
That's a nice mic. Who was that lady?
Hey.
What
It's
were you
funny.
saying,
But
ma'am?
my point is, like, I don't understand his point because trespassing laws didn't go anywhere since before the pandemic. So that made no sense.
Absolutely, and it's the same thing with loitering. Yes, we as citizens pay for the sidewalk, but if you get caught standing on a street corner and they tell you to move, you might go to jail. You'll be cited. You'll go to jail. In some instances, you might get shot. Okay, so let's keep it real, man. When you're bringing up, you can't be so blind to whatever your position is that you just can't be reasonable and logical. Like that's the antithesis of a debate. Wouldn't you agree, Jonathan Bing? How we going to debate the news
100.
if everybody's a lunatic, man? That's the antithesis, man. What is going on right now, man? So listen, I like what Dr. Catherine was saying, and I like even what Kevin and Malik and Augustus were talking about. So what I want to know is who on the stage is going to get their kids vaccinated? Anybody at all?
I am.
Dang, Jonathan. I had to hit him with a bucket of crickets, man. Ain't nobody on the stage trusting that, my brother, and me included, man. You
I
might be
am.
the
I
only
am.
one. You might be the only
100%.
one, bro.
Listen to
Jonathan,
me.
how old are your kids?
Old enough to get vaccinated. So, yeah, 100% have no problem doing it. Actually, I've already done it. So that's not a for me. It's a no brainer. You know, like I said, when people, you guys recall when those people were getting sick of COVID, they were out there, they were anti-vax. They were saying, "Oh no, never do this," and then telling anyone not to do it, and preachers and everything else, and they wound up getting COVID. And then they want somebody to bring an iPad in, and they're like, get the shot, get vaccinated, thinking that they're gonna get some points with God, or they're gonna get a miraculous recovery because they acquiesced and put out a positive message that they told everyone not to do it. Okay, that is something I don't want to see happen to any of my children. So, if I can take care of it ahead of time, I will.
And I
So
mean,
that's
Hi,
just
this
me.
is Crystal.
Crystal,
Can I
go
speak?
right ahead. I was going to jump in, but go ahead, ma'am. Yes, absolutely.
You just asked if anyone was getting their kids vaccinated.
Yes.
I have a 6-year-old son. He's already had his first 2 vaccines. He just had his booster a few weeks ago. He's completely fine. And I have a 3-year-old daughter, almost 4, and I am going to take her also to get the vaccine.
Very, very interesting. So you're going to take your 3-year-old to go get vaccinated. Let me ask you a question. Why? Why are you going to do that?
Because there's still a chance. Well, she does have allergies and she is sick here and there. Um, but what was I going to say? There's still a chance that she could be hospitalized. I know people say, oh, it's a very small percentage, but I don't want my daughter to be one of those small percentages and something, God forbid, happens to her.
That's fair enough. And I mean, look, at the end of the day, y'all, everybody has their ability to make whatever decision they want. But what I don't understand is it's like you a lot of times y'all have something in common, right, Jonathan? And tell me if I'm tripping, right? A lot of the anti-vaxxers, right? And I'm not for it or against it. It's just something that exists and it is a choice that you have to make. You can make it or not. But a lot of times y'all carry this myopic view into everyday life. You do it with politics. I don't know, Trump is the best. Everybody else sucks. Don't get the vaccine. You're all gonna die. Like, what is the matter? Why can nobody see it from both sides and say two things can exist at the same time? Can somebody just put me on to why y'all are so anti-vax? Like, you think everyone who takes it is gonna die? It's just gonna be gloom, doom, and death pertaining to the vaccine. Can anyone other than Malik, okay,
You know I was about to say something.
you banned? Because I know you was about to, I know you was about to jump in, man. Can anybody else kind of break that down as to why y'all are so opposed to it? Given that most of the people on the stage have vaccines in your body that were required when you were either born or when you were going to school, and you're not dead.
Let me jump in, Mark,
Hey,
for the people
sorry,
making
may
the
you
question.
repeat the question?
Let me
Sir,
let me jump in.
do me a favor and just mute out for me, man. I just went on a long dissertation. I don't want to repeat it, man. Just listen in. You'll catch up. Give me what? Go ahead, Augustus.
So what it is this, right? People don't like putting things into their bodies, right? It's nothing to do with being super concerned with, it's not some mad conspiracy. I mean, some people do believe that. I've heard some of the craziest, most outlandish shit, 5G towers and all of this sort of stuff, like animals and some nanobot, like Bluetooth, all of that. I don't subscribe to that. So again, these people that are in the chat probably believing that I do, again, it just goes to show that you don't actually listen or try to find out a little bit more about what people think. I'm not of the ilk that I must put something in my body that I do not know what the long term effects are going to be. It's very simple, right? And most people are saying the exact same thing. So if there are those who want to be the kind of proverbial, if you would, guinea pigs, then that's fine, right? And if I miss out, somehow I capture the virus in my body and I'm a prisoner of its tyranny upon my person, then cool, sweet. That's my choice, right? But when people are saying you gotta do this, you gotta do that, that to me, my friend, that's just not gonna fly because nobody can make me do anything, right? Only my God, because I serve my living God, right? And again, to some people, they might be saying that's a conspiracy theory. Cool, whatever. You got to do with that what you will. So when we see, like, global governments saying we need to have people do this one thing, right? It's just a little bit scary to people because they're saying, well, you're saying the only thing that can combat this is this one thing that we don't even know what the long term effects are. How about some other options? And when you say, no other options, shutting down all discussion, not even going to look into it, it doesn't really quite pass the smell test. So that's all it is. People are concerned with something we've never seen before happen at such a large scale to, like, a large majority of the planet. People are concerned with putting that in their body. It's nothing crazy. Some people want to a little. It's nothing crazy, man. We just don't want it. It's cool if you want it. Have your thing, bro. It's good. My body,
Okay.
my fucking choice. It's simple.
So check this out. And what you're saying is very logical and very respectable, right? At the moment, what you say. Matter of fact, what you said makes perfect sense.
Give it to him.
Check this out, right? So what I'm seeing is the antithesis of what you just said. What I'm seeing is people who are against the vaccine actually attacking people who want to take the vaccine. And that to me is extremely strange because yes, it's a choice. The mandates have pretty much all but disappeared. Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't live in New York City. They still could be standing. I don't know. But from what I've seen, in my opinion, it looks like they've pretty much disappeared. The mandate thing is really not a thing anymore. So what I'm trying to figure out is why the anti-vaxxers are so aggressive and so disparaging towards and against those who want to take the vaccine. And that's not particularly a question for Augustus. I would really love for someone else to jump in and kind of break that down. Like, why is people like Kevin Gagliano, okay, who want to come at you real crazy if you want to take the vaccine, and he basically calling you an idiot and a lunatic, man? What's going on?
Mark, my brother. Allow me 30
It's a
seconds.
product
Then
of
allow me 30 seconds and I'll shut the front door, right? So
Yeah, I got you,
this,
my
this,
brother. Go ahead.
this
And
is
then
the,
I'll
this
pass
is
the
the
mic to Anthony. I
yeah.
heard you.
Let's do that, my brother. So this is the thing, right? So to make that statement, you can't in good conscience negate the fact that we just went through at least a good solid year of people losing their jobs, of being told that they're no longer a part of polite society, right? We witnessed, people witnessed that. So if there's any kind of pushback, it's as a consequence of people reacting to the energy that they've experienced
And
firsthand. And I think that that really is what it
I,
All
boils
right,
I
down
would
to.
so
I
what
would
I
be in full 100% agreement with that particular aspect. The mandates, people losing their job because they're not getting jabbed and boosted, wrong. I'm 1,000,000% against that. I don't believe in mandates in any way, shape, or form. The government should not be interfering with how you live your lifestyle within reason. As long as you ain't out here killing people, raping, doing crazy madness, then you need intervention. You need to go to jail to be killed, whatever it takes for you to stop, right? But that, I'm in full agreement. There was a brother named Anthony who was trying to jump in. Go ahead, my
yeah.
brother. Talk to me.
So thank you, brother. I
No
appreciate
problem.
you. With that said, the reason why I kind of disagree with his point is the people that are against the vaccine have been against the vaccine from the very beginning. They've had their conspiracy theories, and it's not just a product of what happened if you didn't take the vaccine. There are people that have been adamant, like it's not even just cool that they don't take it. They go with the "you're stupid for taking it." So here's the thing. I think it's more so because of the society we live in right now. We are very polarized. Everybody, not everybody, but a lot of people are seeing things as either black or white, zero or one, on or off. Everyone wants to, people are so dogmatic in their belief. There's no room for disagreement. It's my way or the highway. That's the climate of the world that we're in today. Everyone is like, yo, I'm absolutely right, and there's no room for disagreement with my point of view. There's no more like live and let live, agree to disagree. Nah, it's either, yo, you're an idiot if you don't think like me. That's the world we live in.
I would 100% agree with you. That's exactly what I'm seeing out here, and it's on both sides. That's exactly what I'm seeing, and everyone seems to have an agenda that they're forcing on somebody in the world that we live in today. So very, very interesting. But I do have a question for you, Anthony. I want to play the advocate of the other side for 1 second, right? Can you make room for the idea that government mistrust is prevalent, especially among disenfranchised groups of people, based on what we've seen them do with chemicals against our citizens in the past?
Absolutely, you're 1,000% on point. But what I will say is that, I happen to be a medical professional. I'm an ER nurse.
Okay.
I like, yo, I'm knee deep in the trenches, seeing firsthand, the people that have gotten vaccinated, the people that hadn't gotten vaccinated. Look, if we want to, there was this whole thing where I'm not going to take the jab because it's going to do X, Y, and Z to me. But then, it became, well, you're going to need more than one jab. If there was this big conspiracy to do something to you, don't you think they would have gotten it right with that first jab? Like, they would have just put whatever they needed to put into you in that first jab, and your conspiracy would have been proven true. But that never happened. They had to keep on coming back to the well. They're like, this isn't a typical vaccine like the vaccines that we know from the past where, one shot and you're done. So, but Mark, you're 100% right in terms of the mentality. The mentality is there is a deep mistrust of government. There are a lot of people that, conspiracy theories have gone mainstream. And I get it. And I'm that person. I'll give room to the other side. I don't think that the government should force anyone to do anything against their will. You know, People should have freedom of choice, and that's my opinion.
I would agree 100%. And you know, and guess what, man? The mistrust with the United States government and the people is well founded and deserved. By the way, is that we're not crazy when you can. It's historical. You can research it, find it for yourself. But still, no reason to just be so extreme that you turn into a nutcase. And when you say stupid stuff like Biden wants to kill us all, when it was your orange president that rolled out warp speed. So who's trying to kill who? Is he trying to kill you guys, or is it Biden?
Hell,
Stop being the
both of them.
the, the bias. And I would agree with you more than anything, Malik. Right there. Now I'm gonna get you gunshots. If you're gonna
Hell,
mistrust somebody, mistrust the entire government, not one particular person who rolled out a vaccine, and also the next person who rolled out the same vaccine across two different administrations. That doesn't add up to me as a conspiracy to kill us, that Trump wants to save you, Biden wants to kill you, or Biden wants to save you and Trump wants to kill you. It's probably both of them. If there's going to be a doggone conspiracy of any kind, they're probably both involved. So I don't want to go on a rant or a tirade. Jonathan, I think I seen Jerry jump back in the room. Did he jump back out? Am I tripping? Jonathan's on mute right now. Maybe they're on the phone. So let's continue the conversation, man. I typically don't get into the...
Yo, no, I was sorry about that.
Sure.
I was talking. I want to ask Dr. Catherine a question. Dr. Catherine, are you there?
Yes, I'm here, Jonathan.
Yeah, because because everyone is like, hey, we're getting out of this pandemic. Why do they bring this vaccine out right now? Are people neglecting? I guess they're neglecting to remember that. I mean, you know what? Let's just put it this way: what role has the vaccine played to us getting to this point where we are right now, and seeing like people aren't factoring in? Has the vaccine played a role for us to get to where we are right now?
100%. I mean, where we really saw the vaccine show its efficacy was in early 2021. You know, that by April of 2021, you saw that the vaccinated, which at that time were healthcare workers, the elderly, rates of infection and hospitalization, rates of death just plummeted. Subsequent to that, we saw the Delta virus. So that was a real challenge to the vaccine because the viral loads of the Delta virus and the severity of illness was quite high. But the vaccine helped many people to survive that Delta variant, thank God. And then we moved right into Omicron. And Omicron spread so fast, and the subvariants of Omicron spread so fast that for many people, that was their vaccine if they never got vaccinated, or it was their booster if they already had a few rounds of COVID, or if they were vaccinated, they got Omicron and that was their booster. So the vaccine really laid the foundation and prevented its estimated tens or even hundreds of thousands of deaths and really keeping our hospital system from collapsing. I can tell you unfortunate stories of cancer patients who had care delayed, of preventable diagnoses that were delayed in being discovered because the resources were being put to those who were sick with COVID-19. And my hope is that this doesn't happen this winter because people make plans this winter. We will see a spike. And influenza, we've had a virus for, it's not a novel virus, tens of thousands of deaths a year. I think we'll still see hundreds of thousands of deaths this year, but I think we can prevent that number from being higher. Thank you.
I get what you're saying, Catherine. But can I ask you a question about that? I heard you saying people with cancer and other critical illnesses are being neglected for people who have COVID-19. But do you remember when people with those critical illnesses were getting neglected because they were not vaccinated?
That never happened. I'm sorry, that was something
So,
that you heard.
so
In my
no, no.
practice, I have not seen that. I have not heard about that. Actually, the unvaccinated in many state protocols were prioritized for treatment because they were triaged as a higher risk. They were preferentially given monoclonal antibodies versus those who were
Not about COVID,
vaccinated.
not for
Those are
COVID. I'm talking about
facts.
people who wanted transplants or whatever. You see, I know you can Google this in 10 seconds. You'll see people rejected because they were trying to get certain transplants because they were not vaccinated. You can look that up right now.
Oh no,
Don't
that's
even take my
that
word for
I
it.
can tell you 100%. If you're going to get a transplant, you have to be vaccinated for all sorts of things. COVID-19 is just one of many things you have to contract to do, including living within a certain radius of a quaternary care hospital, having a caregiver, being compliant with, multiple medications a day, having a mental health, passing certain tests when it comes to your psychological health and even your insurance situation. There are a lot of things you got to do to get an organ. That nothing new there.
Dang. People out here losing organs for the vaccine. Boy, that's crazy. That's out of control. Well, listen, man, I don't know, Jonathan, man. This particular situation, this vaccine, I'm shocked that we're still even arguing over this vaccine situation. I thought this thing was a dead subject until we learned that they're rolling it out for kids under 5. And Dr. Catherine, can you kind of educate me? What was the youngest age that the babies are allowed to get vaccinated? Under 5, what is it, like 6 months or something like that?
6 months. 6 months to 5 years,
So
correct.
6 months to 5 years.
Hey, can I?
Yeah, just who's that brother right there? May I please get your name?
Hey, I'm sorry, it's Anthony. I wanted to ask
Go
Dr.
ahead, brother.
Catherine a question.
Sure, by all means, go
So
ahead.
Dr. Catherine, quick question. If COVID was a movie, are we in the opening credits? Are we in the middle of the movie? Are we towards the end? Final credits. Where would you say we're at?
That's a great question. I of course can only speculate, but you know how there is that plot where, let's say it's a romance, the people fall in love, it's all beautiful and lovely. Then there's kind of like a fight, and then they get into the reconciliation and the happily ending ever after. I think there's somewhere between the fight and the reconciliation.
Okay.
Gotcha. So in my world, it's like, that scary movie where like in the end there's this plot twist. That's kind of where I'm at in it. It's not over, but there's like this little, is that guy really dead yet? That kind of thing. That's my take.
I
I have a
like
question
that
for Dr.
analogy,
Catherine.
plot twist, because the variants are definitely like a damn plot twist. We thought we were good pre-Delta. That was a major plot twist.
You know what's even more interesting, Dr. Catherine, and I heard you, Samuel. I'll come right to you in 1 second, brother. And Anthony, I think this COVID thing reminds me of the Marvel universe. It's all intertwined. There's a multiverse of things happening at one time with it, and every time you think it's over, you get that end credit, and some villain freaking appears in the form of a mutated strain that says, "Nah, bruh, we still here." That's kind of the way I look at this
Great
thing.
analogy. I
I'm
love it.
saying,
Yeah,
man.
Great
you understand
analogy.
what I'm saying?
Love
Whoever
it.
trying to steal that from, don't you steal it, man. I'm on a clip.
I'm stealing it.
Somebody
Let me
clip
And
this.
steal it.
I
Let
get
me
what you're
steal it
saying,
Somebody
back.
clip
It's
Jonathan.
been
this and send it to
co-opted.
me.
It's co-opted.
Somebody clip this, man. They're trying to steal my flow. All right, Samuel, jump in and ask Dr. Catherine, rather, the
Yeah,
question you wanted to ask her. Go right ahead, brother.
This
I just
this
have
is all legit.
I don't know who you are, sir.
just for
The
Dr.
Mujahideen,
Catherine.
you need to calm down. All right. Appreciate you, my brother. Sorry,
Yeah.
Samuel. Go ahead.
So I just have one question. I'm just wondering why it would be that the CDC would be trying to cover up the COVID information because they tried to not release it for 75 years and then a court told them to release it. So I'm just wondering why they would want to cover that up if there wasn't something interesting.
Yeah, I wish Tara
Brother.
was here. She's answered that question so many times. Go check a replay, dude.
What was the
Hey, how
question
about
I
again?
got a
how
question
about
for you, Dr.
Oh,
Catherine.
real quick,
There were
guys. There's
8
like 4
pages of
people talking right
silence.
now.
That's why.
We just need one mic at a time. I promise you. Samuel, can you restate the question one more time? I kind of got lost in translation there. What did you ask Dr. Catherine?
So I'm just wondering why it would be if there wasn't something nefarious going on that the CDC tried to not release the information on the vaccines for 75 years until a judge told them they had to release it.
And so they didn't want to release what information, what it entailed, or the ingredients of the particular vaccines. Is that what they were
Yeah, it
trying
was
to hide?
all the research and the effects of it because they wanted to cover up all the preliminary information and not release it for 75 years.
I can't speak or confirm or deny that that's true or false, but if it is, I'm not surprised. We're talking about the government and we're talking about the pharmaceutical business. Like I don't know why this is like
Is
surprising to
it up?
people. Like I don't.
Damn, Mark, you should be
No,
agreeing with
I'm
me
not
then. You
agreeing
should be
with you
agreeing with me then.
because listen, there's
Wow.
vaccines that exist that are mandatory in the United States of America for you to enter the education system as a child or whatever it might be that are in our bodies, and we don't know what the ingredients are, what the long-term effects are. Our parents had us get them because they were necessary. There are other things that we take, tetanus boosters, all type of stuff that we take. And our kids go back repeatedly and get vaccinations over and over again. And somebody mute that dog on mic, please. Danielle, Davy, whatever your name, do me a please do me a favor and just mute. Thank you so much. So those vaccines actually are boosters. When you see those show up again, where your kid has to go back at 3 months, 6 months, a year, whatever that schedule is, many of those are repeats and they're boosters to maintain the efficacy of the previous vaccine. So what I'm so confused about is why now with COVID is this such a humongous deal? All you have to do is not take it. That's the only point that I'm trying to raise. If anyone can answer that for me, go ahead. Other than Malik. Malik. No. I heard your
Hey, Mark.
background.
Can
I
I get
heard your
some? Can I
background.
get some gun sound effects
I
real quick?
heard you.
Can I
I
get some
got
gun
you.
sound effects?
But I heard
Mark,
your
this is
background. Who's that brother right there?
hey, this is
Out
Gavin.
there.
Mark,
Hey, Gavin. How you doing, brother? I'm
good. How
doing
are
well,
you?
man. Go ahead, man. Answer me, brother. Talk to me, man.
Well, so I wanted just real quick for clarification's sake to Samuel's comment, just because there was some actual inaccuracies with what he was saying, and then I'll try to maybe answer your question, because he stated the CDC was trying to hide information when in reality it was actually the FDA. The FDA is what asked for the
One of those
75
government
years.
agencies.
Well, it's
Do me a
but it's
favor.
important.
Two
And
mics at once. Please, just relax real quick. Let Gavin land, and then we'll pass it around. Trust me, we don't want to ruin the replay value. I'm sorry, Gavin. Go ahead, bro.
No worries. And the whole thing with the FDA, if I recall correctly, is they had argued they didn't have the manpower to be able to re-review the data, because anytime the FDA releases general information on the tests and all of the trials, there's certain information that can't be released, such as the personal information of individuals who were part of the trial. So the argument they made was that they needed 75 years essentially to review the data to be able to black out, to take out the information that pertained to private information of individuals who are part of the trial. Now the issue there, of course, is that how can you say you need 75 years to re-review the data to take out public or private information when you're able to streamline however long, 3, 6, 9 months to essentially approve the vaccine? And I think that was the biggest red flag, and that's also why the judge ultimately said, no, you have a year to get through all the data and to publicly release it. And already we're seeing, obviously, within that data some troubling numbers, and maybe some numbers that don't essentially back up some of the efficacy claims. So that was more so just to clarify on Samuel, just because for anybody who's going to maybe look into that, it's important to recognize it's the FDA, it's not the CDC. The FDA is the one who actually ultimately has to approve these vaccines and does the testing. Not of the vaccines, they essentially review the data that the individual manufacturers of the vaccines provide to the FDA, which you could go down a whole nother rabbit hole with that. But to the question of the aspects of whether or not to take the vaccine, or kind of people fighting, I don't really know when it boils down to it. Obviously, it's an individual opinion, and maybe it's more so based on values as to how you fight or how you critique somebody's decision whether or not to take the vaccine. I think this is an instance where, similar to many other subjects and many other issues, you have individuals who are so proactive, who are so adamant about taking the vaccine, to the effect of, you shouldn't be allowed to be part of society, you shouldn't be allowed to partake in certain things if you don't get the vaccine. So on the flip side of that, you have people who essentially fight fire with fire. So their answer is, well, hey, we're seeing some data which is troubling, and they might speculate, and they might have a little bit of a theory, which some people would argue is conspiracy theory, but they might say, well, hey, we're seeing enough data about adverse events, which in any other vaccine prior to this was a very low percentage, which it's still a low percentage by comparison, but it's much higher than it should be, or higher than it has been for other vaccines. So, they're making a theory, a hypothesis that, hey, well, in the next 5, 10, 15, 20 years, guess what? I think we're going to see this many other issues come up. So, you know, it's that notion of playing fire with fire. You tell us to get the vaccine, and we shouldn't be a person who's involved with modern day society if we don't get the vaccine. Well, we think that you got the vaccine and you're ultimately going to have issues.
Well, and both sides.
I don't think there's a right. I don't think
Real,
it's a good
real
way
quick,
to do
Gavin.
it, but it's
both sides
it's
might. Let me land you real briefly here, and I would love to get a response from you on what I'm about to say. So, right, both sides are extreme, right? If it's ill, you don't have the vaccine. Sound like a stupid little school child. Or ill, you took the vaccine. It sound ridiculous, by the way, right? We're all adults. You made the decision you made. That's fine. It is what it is at the end of the day. But I have to ask you, Gavin, what is the definition of a hypothesis?
I won't be able to tell you word for word what it comes from the dictionary, but a hypothesis is essentially it's a general idea or concept based off of either pre-existing information or a general idea or belief that then somebody has to go find information and create, I'm forgetting the correct scientific terminology, but essentially determine a conclusion based off of research and reviewing that evidence.
So long story short, it's an educated guess. That's all a hypothesis is, right? So it's a hypothesis or a hyped up thesis, if you will, which is nothing more than a theory that may or may not have some data to back it up. So again, until we see people growing 6 nipples, 3 arms, and 53 toes from the vaccine, man, we don't know what the heck we're talking about. Correct? Wouldn't you agree?
But isn't that what?
So Mark, I will say to that.
Real quick, and I got you. I'll put the mic right back on you. And the same thing could be said pertaining to people who caught COVID, and they're saying we see effects such as long COVID when it ain't even been around that long. Okay? So we don't know for real. We have no clue. I don't know if I'm going to grow 55 toes because I took the vaccine or if I'm going to die. And no one knows if because you caught, probably freaking absolutely ridiculous, David, by the way. So, and no one knows that if you freaking caught COVID, that you're going to grow 6 heads and then die. We don't freaking know. So again, these are uneducated guesses because we don't have enough data on either side to be drawing these type of conclusions. And we haven't put it through scientific method. We don't have enough stuff to study. We don't know, bro. Gavin, would you agree that it hasn't been around long enough for us to draw these conclusions?
So, Mark, I will agree and disagree.
Okay.
And
what do you disagree about? Talk to me.
So the reason for that. So I would agree in that it has not been around long enough to make long-term maybe predictions. I mean, you can make predictions all you want regardless of the amount of information you have. You know, I think to make long-term predictions and have substantial information to back it up, yes, it hasn't been long enough. But at the same time, where it gets very interesting is that we can look at short-term examples because we keep track here in the US at least on a yearly basis of certain issues that occur. And I'm going to use just as an example myocarditis because that's been a very hot point. So myocarditis is very interesting because especially in professional athletes and athletes in general, we are very well aware of their health standards and the type of incidents that occur on an annual basis. So where we have enough information to start questioning and recognizing, hey, something's not right here, but we maybe don't know whether it is an actual infection that caused it, is it the vaccine that caused it, and there's varying viewpoints on that. But in the case of myocarditis, there's only so many annual cases of myocarditis pre-COVID. Now, going on 3 years into a pandemic, between COVID itself, along with the vaccines, we see an extreme increase in some of those specific sectors, along with, to go in tandem with that, an increase in the, unfortunately, deaths due to heart complications in situations. So,
okay. So
where,
real quick,
where I think it's dangerous,
and it's
is
not
when,
to cut you, just wanting to stop you right there because you want them long-winded, brother. You know what I'm saying? And I want to go back and forth with you, have a little banter, but I want to keep it short too, so we don't put people to sleep, right? So no disrespect to you at all, and I don't mean any disrespect when I say that to anybody. But myocarditis, one of the prerequisites of myocarditis is it's usually caused by a viral infection, right? Is COVID-19 not? a viral infection or COVID in general or whatever subsequent mutated strains we've seen that have spawned from the original strain. Are they not viral infections? Yes or no?
I mean, it's the answer to that is
Okay.
yes, but it shouldn't be just a
Okay.
yes or
No,
no
check it
answer to
out.
what you're looking
No,
for.
it
But
is
I
because
understand what you're saying.
I was very specific, right? In order to eliminate all other tangents that people might want to run on and go on to. That's why I said it's usually, very specifically, usually caused by a viral infection, which is the actual definition, the overview of myocarditis when I researched it, right? It's usually caused by a viral infection, right? So let me ask you this. If the vaccine that has everybody up in arms because it's actually not I believe the brother said,
Ask him if he gets sleepy when he
yeah,
listens to
this
himself.
freaking guy, Greg Cardone is in the building, man.
Uncle
Uncle
G.
G is in the building, man. He about to tear the place to shreds, man. So let me get my point out before you start trolling, right? So when we're talking about myocarditis, right, we're talking about the vaccine being mRNA and having protein components to it, protein spikes and things of that nature, right? And it's not actually an attenuated version of a virus as other vaccines are, which may disqualify it from the definition of a vaccine. How can you get myocarditis if it's usually caused by a viral infection if the vaccine doesn't contain any components of a virus? Gavin, answer that for me in about 20 seconds or less.
I mean, Mark, that brings up a very good point. If just real quick to clarify, I did indicate in regards to myocarditis that we don't know in some instances whether it's coming from the virus itself or from the
Good. I'm
vaccine
glad you
itself.
said that.
But
But one
hold on,
second,
but hold on, hold on, Mark, hold on.
I have to
No,
cut you for 1
let me
second. 1
finish.
second.
Let me
I'll put the mic right
come
back with you.
on.
I promise. But I have to cut you right there because the general consensus and the way it's been framed and the way it's being pushed out there is that myocarditis is a after effect, a subsequent effect of the vaccine. Is that not the narrative that's being pushed, Gavin?
Yes, and the reason for that, Mark, is because myocarditis is listed as an adverse event in the possible adverse events after taking the vaccine. And that is in the information that was provided via the FDA based on the legal information they had to release to the public due to that judge's court order. So it is listed as a potential adverse event from taking the vaccine. That is why there's such a question about it. And to the question of your presenting, if myocarditis is most commonly a byproduct of a viral infection, how is it a adverse event listed by the FDA or by, in this case, I believe Pfizer Biotech in their vaccine itself?
Hey, Mark, let me ask you a quick question.
Go ahead, John.
Let me ask, because here's the thing. You guys, everything else in that pamphlet you said is not real. But that,
They're
how
hanging
is
on
it
that.
what do you guys, why do you guys decide what's real and what's not real? Because I don't understand that. Can you explain that? So how come you decided that was real, but the other stuff wasn't?
Wait, so clarification. I never said the information that they released wasn't real or not real. I simply stated that the information they legally had to release essentially wasn't backing up the claims they made regarding the efficacy of the vaccines themselves. That doesn't mean the information's not real. That means the information was used in a way to essentially deem the vaccine effective to a certain manner.
So do you believe that vaccine is effective, or you believe that the government is just putting out propaganda information saying that it is effective?
Well, it is effective, but to the same effect that they initially announced, they were essentially releasing or trying to get a vaccine out for the subsets of the population that were more endangered by COVID itself. So, similar to many other vaccines, vaccines, depending on what they're fighting, are usually for specific parts of the population, which was initially how they framed the idea
All right,
of a
Mark,
COVID
back to you,
vaccine.
Mark.
Yeah, no doubt. And you know what? I love people like Gavin because this brother's coming up here with logical information. He's having a back and forth discussion, highly intelligent, by the way. And I can appreciate that type of banter. But I know the people in the building want violence, man. So I want to talk to Uncle G real quick. Uncle G, are you with us, man? We're talking about the vaccine. We know how you feel about it. How you feeling today, by the way, Unc? You feeling okay?
He
Left
wants to
me
talk
on
about that 13,000.
left me on
Yeah,
cricket
he left me
mode.
on the red. Nah,
I'm a
he
resident
want to talk
government
about that those
employee.
that Bitcoin possibly going down to 13,000, and they want to talk about buy.
Oh,
Oh,
so people
yeah,
out here trying to buy
absolutely,
the dip. Kevin
Jonathan.
Boy, you buying the dip,
Let's
man? Are you
go.
buying the dip, brother?
Oh, hell yeah. If it goes to 13,000, are you kidding me? Oh my God. If it goes to 13,000, um, I can't even tell you what I'll do.
Oh my gosh, man, the crypto crackheads, man, the crypto
Would be the
fiends,
greatest
man.
thing ever.
Hey,
But it's
Kevin,
not
let
gonna
me ask you a
happen.
question. What about the
It's
people that
definitely
bought at
not gonna
40? What about
happen.
the people that bought at 40?
What's that?
What about the people that bought at 40?
You can't
Hold it.
lose if you don't
Hold
sell.
it.
That's what they all say,
Yeah, you
right?
can't lose if you don't sell.
That's
Period.
exactly what
It's
I'm
a
saying.
lot. Listen.
Yeah.
I agree. And I've learned a lot, especially, with real estate and everything. And I agree, you should put most of your money into something that's going to be a tangible asset. And I agree, that Bitcoin is, skeptical. It's never going to go, that low, but the analysts are actually saying it's going to go to around 7,600. There is actual about almost $1 billion worth of buy orders at 7,600, and then there's a bunch coming up all the way to 15. So, it could go down, but I don't really think so. But if it does, it's gonna bring an excellent opportunity for people to buy. But again, I would recommend only spend money, like a little bit of the money, as a long-term savings, and not spend it. You can't put money into Bitcoin that you need. If you need 10 grand and that's all you got, and you want to buy Bitcoin, maybe buy $1,000 worth, but make sure that $1,000, you don't need it next week or next year. It needs to be like something you don't need in order to invest in it. Just like with the
Kevin, so
long-term real
you're still
estate.
like crypto in terms of this
Oh
crypto.
yeah.
Crypto's still the way to go,
Oh,
right?
well,
Eh,
no, like I said, I believe there's a bunch of different ways to go, but I would believe that if I had $200,000 in cash right now, I'd put 150,000 into real estate, and I'd put 50,000 in the dip of Bitcoin. That's just me, but that's what I would do, because then I'm getting my cash flow, which I already have cash flow from my businesses. So, I agree with Grant with cash flows, but there's multiple ways to have cash flow besides just real estate. But real estate is definitely the long-term definite play. But I love Bitcoin. I mean, it's been a great thing. I wish I would have invested in it at $8, today, because, my nephew invested in $8 and
all right,
even
Kevin.
earlier than $8. And he's got three gigantic
I
houses
wish I would
and
have
he
bought
owns a
Apple at
bunch of real
$8.
estate. Yeah,
I
no
wish I'd have
shit,
bought
right?
Coca Cola at $8.
Yeah, that's it.
I wish I had wings. I wish I had wings and I could fly.
You can fly, GC.
Uncle
You
G, man, how
can
you
fly
doing, man?
anytime.
How you feeling, Uncle G, man?
Man, I'm feeling pretty good, man. I'm feeling like there's possibility in my life.
You ready for Saturday? How you feeling? You ready for Saturday? I'm ready for
Oh
Saturday.
yeah, Saturday, dude. We got a. What do we have? Over 100,000 people registered for that event
Ooh,
Saturday.
way. Whoa,
108,000 as of today.
that's crazy.
That's purely virtual, right?
Yeah, it's 2 hours. I'm flying home. I'm in Clearwater right now, but I fly home and I'll go live at noon and show you guys how to find some real estate that'll cash flow for you and that you'll know in the future, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years down the line. But you're not gambling on this. This isn't a get rich quick. This is like I'm going to show you a formula for buying real estate where you're going to get cash flow. You're going to get paid every month to own it, and then you're going to get a score 3 to 4 years out, maybe sooner.
I love that.
What's your minimum buy-in?
You don't. It's free. It's a free event. You don't have to buy in. My first deal I bought with $3,000. My second deal I bought with no money down.
Crazy.
So I'm not talking about you guys investing with me. You can invest with me, like my Cardone Capital. That's not what I'm talking about here. I'm talking about teaching people how to do what I'm doing and have been doing for 30 years now. And these are the cycles, by the way. These are the moments. What's happening right now in real estate is going to create a tremendous opportunity.
Tremendous opportunity. If you missed this last little housing spike, this is going to be your moment to get a piece of the American cash flow dream, owning real property that cash flows. I'm not talking about a house you live in. I'm talking about much bigger play than that.
I'm gonna keep it real with you, man. I think you might agree. I think right now we are on the precipice, on the cusp, right, of the biggest wealth transfer in the history of the earth. That's about to happen with this real estate situation. Would you agree with that?
I agree, bro. I mean, what happened 2 years ago with COVID, that was a massive wealth transfer. And it just shocks me that they're going back for another one this quick. These typically take 10 years. These are typically 10-year cycles. And there was a lot of wealth transfer during COVID, and they're going to do it again. There's going to be a big transfer. They're trying to shut global economies down completely, and they pulled it off for 2 years until the American public, the Italian public, even Chinese were like, I'm done. You can't lock me down anymore unless you're a complete communist country. You can't lock me down. So they had to end the COVID push to close the economy down. Now they're going to come back. Now they're going to use inflation, supposedly, that is being made to happen, by the way. It's more complicated than just printing too much money.
Facts.
And they're gonna use it to so that the wealthy, those that have the courage and the wealth and or the strategy, are gonna go grab up that that leftover 5 or 6 or 8% of all the global properties.
Absolutely crazy, man. So make sure y'all tune in, man. Make sure y'all tune in, man. Where can they locate this particular joint that you're doing on Saturday? What's the link?
What's the
I'll
link?
throw a link up at top that'll be more beneficial to you than whether Bitcoin goes to 13 or 1 million. By the way, does anybody know the dude that owes me 10,000 because he said Bitcoin would go to 60 grand by August?
Whoever he is, he probably ain't got it, man. He just lost all his Bitcoin, man. Well, he can't pay you.
You better pay, man.
He can't pay you.
Cause shit, grandson, the people to the house for me, like, yo, you gotta get down to Florida. Uncle G needs his money.
Hey, he made you pull up, JB, for that inch and a half. He made you pull up.
I think
Did
it was
you
the
get the 5
crypto guy.
grand?
Wait, what was that? Two dudes said something that didn't make
No,
any sense. What
yeah,
was that?
I was like, it was the crypto guy. I was there in the room and he said he's gonna go around 60,000.
Is that the name of the guy? The crypto
Yeah,
guy?
yeah. The crypto.
Trust me, man. That he the crypt keeper right now. He wants to kill himself. Trust me. Absolutely, trust me. Crypto is looking cryptic at the moment. That's a 100% fact, man. Who lost money on this stage in Bitcoin, man? Let's talk about that.
Can I speak on crypto?
Man,
Kevin?
long as you don't take us down a rabbit hole that no one wants to
No,
go
I'm
down, my
not.
brother.
I'm not. Okay. So my prediction is that Bitcoin will probably hit 7K, 5K, maybe, right? I don't know. I was in the last bear market, right, and I remember went around 3K from 20K, right, and that was devastating. It was very devastating, right? And so this time, this moment, I don't feel like everyone's really been crushed yet. So I'm waiting for for people to just kind of get ruined or whatever. Then I'm going big when it gets to those levels. But that's what I believe is going to happen, because last time it just kept doing this. It kept going down long term, but then you'll have a couple of days where it rises up and just kept crashing. It took so much money out of people's pockets. That's essentially what my outlook is, just based on my prior experience and knowledge in it. So what do you guys think?
Kevin, I remember that, Kevin.
I think I don't think Bitcoin's going to zero, right? And I don't think it's going to disappear. I just think whoever has it is going to experience some serious emotional roller coasters for a long time before they're able to either recover their initial principal or see gains. Because I mean, the direct, unless the government outlaws and or creates their own cryptocurrency, then Bitcoin's going to be around. It's going to be a medium of exchange. I just don't see it going to zero. But the blind faith that these crypto crackheads had in this stuff, I hope you're getting a wake up call right now, and they're seeing that you don't have enough data to postulate and pontificate the way you've been doing and project all this foolish returns that you claim is going to happen. It's going to 1 million. It's going to 2 trillion. It's this, that, and the third. I hope you now understand that stock markets have been around for hundreds of years because of data. People are able to predict the market and build algorithms and have something to trace because of data. You can't do that in 8 years or 9 years, however long Bitcoin has been around, and it's too tough, it's too volatile. I hope you guys understand this. Nothing wrong with being a proponent of it, nothing wrong with wanting to go big. You want to go all in, fine. Do what you want to do. I'm not a financial advisor. I don't give financial advice. But understand it is a gamble, it's a risk like anything else. And that's the only thing I really want to say about it. Anybody want to jump in on it?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
just
I
want to
wanted
say
to
something
say
real
this.
quick
Kevin Boy,
again.
what's up, my brother?
Oh,
Talk to me.
Three quick facts. First of all, Bitcoin, since the beginning of Bitcoin, the return on investment right now today on Bitcoin, if you bought it in the beginning,
Yeah, but how
153,000%.
many people bought
There's
it in
not
the
a single.
beginning? So we can't use
No,
that, right?
I know. I'm just telling you, right? But then the other thing you have to consider is that 65% of the total supply of Bitcoin has not even transferred in the last several years. So that means that 65% of it has not transferred. Like right now, you guys are saying, it's going to be the greatest thing in real estate. And that's because people are going to get scared and they were going to sell the big buildings and it's going to give a buying opportunity. Okay. And this is,
We didn't say that.
we're seeing this all. Well, I see that right now in Palm
Jonathan, do you
Beach
see how
County.
crazy it is
Okay.
what he just said about that return?
Yeah,
It's
no,
Jonathan,
the truth.
what
no.
if my mama house that's worth like 3 right now, if we go off of what it cost, 40
Yeah,
years
I
ago,
know. That's the truth.
$16,000. Well, come on, bro.
You just popped in, so you didn't hear the whole thing, but
Bro, I'm always in the room, even when you don't see me. I heard everything.
I know when you're
okay.
home and when you're
Okay.
not. Okay, that's Jerry from that freaking
Burner.
commercial. But I know when you're home and when you're not.
Hey,
Okay,
Mark.
Jerry Malcolm, you in the building, my hey
No,
man.
no,
My
no,
job,
no,
my
no,
job
no,
is
no,
done.
no.
I am
No,
done.
Mark. I'm over here. Listen, I enjoy. You are a killer mod. Please keep going. Keep
Oh
going.
my goodness, man, they putting me to work, y'all. You see this? This is slavery. It's free labor. They're putting me to work, y'all. 100%. Kevin Boyle, go ahead and lay on my brother, and then we'll pass the mic around because I didn't want to cut you off, but I just wanted to make that they always do that. But go ahead, my brother.
Yeah, no, I mean, like I said, I firmly agree now that I'm learning more that there's a better way to invest, and that's real estate. And, there's all kinds of these
You coming
programs,
around now, Mr.
and
Boyle. You
I've
coming
been,
around, man.
yeah,
Come
exactly.
on this
Exactly.
side,
And
my
that's why I
brother. Come
say
on to the dark side. Come on, man.
I'll never go all the way, okay? I'm going to definitely hold Bitcoin for sure, and I'm definitely going to invest in the lows, but I'm only going to invest a little bit that I'm willing to save as long-term wealth. But yes, definitely real estate is definitely the hit. I've been learning so much from Jerry and Jonathan and popping in the rooms as much as I can, and I've been in a couple of grants things, and they're
Let me tell you something,
excellent.
Kevin. You ain't
And,
learned nothing from
so,
Jonathan about real estate. I'm just tell you that right
oh
now.
yes.
You ain't
Oh
learned
no,
nothing from
I
him.
have.
That brother don't know
Oh no,
nothing about no real estate, man.
oh no.
Ain't that right,
Jonathan
Ain't
the
No.
that
goat.
right, JP, man?
Hey, let
Huh?
me just tell you, Jonathan is a whole different person in the daytime rooms and the real estate rooms than he is in the
Oh, I
nighttime
know. This
rooms.
man
Let's
he is so
go.
straight laced during the daytime. It's ridiculous. His accent is perfect diction with his English and everything. You come and debate the news, this man done cussed you out, man. He done shot you down, man. I'm telling you, man. JB is a problem, man. I'm telling you, man. Trust me. But this crypto thing, man, I don't know, man. This thing is out of control, if you ask me, man. Sub 20K. I think right now it just maybe cracked over 20K again. I think that was the latest update. But I mean, listen, if you're heavily weighted in crypto, you should be scared right now. I'm just gonna keep it real with you. I don't know when it's gonna rebound, if it's gonna rebound, if it's gonna go back up to 60 or 70, whatever it was at the height. But right now it's looking janky, man. I'm gonna keep it 100. Some currencies lost over 90% of their value. Some of them are going to zero. That's a problem, man. You can't be a blind fool when it comes to this stuff, man. It's a particular set of skills that people have acquired over a long period of time to become astute investors. I want to make that clear, man. 100% clear. You talk to Jerry Malcolm about real estate. He has a particular set of skills that took him many years to acquire. Okay? Am I wrong? Am I wrong?
No, you're right, brother. And you're right. But you know what, Mark, with Bitcoin, only skill you have to do is get a damn, what do you call it? Robin Hood, or what's
The
the other
coin
one?
and just go all in and
Coinbase.
lose.
Hey, Mark, you buy it, and each week you look up, or each day you just hope it goes up. I don't get it, and they just die hard with this Bitcoin. But you know what though, Mark? Can you do without Bitcoin? Will you be okay?
Absolutely.
Can you do without Bitcoin?
Absolutely.
But you can't do without housing. You can't do without food, without shelter.
Facts.
So there's no
Facts,
comparison.
man. Real estate is a what they call I believe it's a commodity, not a novelty. It's needed. It's necessary. There's no way around it. You have to have some place to live unless you want to live in one of them parks that Tom Brady got approached at, man. If you want to stay there, go do your thing. But if you want a roof over your
Mark,
head, trust me, real estate is the man. Trust me. It's one of the, it is the, I believe, I could be totally wrong. Anyone can correct me. I believe that real estate has created the most wealthy people throughout history. That's just my belief.
No, that's that.
Mark,
If you look it up, it's a fact. That's not a belief. That's a fact, Mark. I mean, they said real estate has created more millionaires than any other business or any other thing in the world, and those already made money, it has preserved and enhanced their wealth. There's nothing. Listen, the iPhone or the Android that you're looking at right now while you're in this app, or the iPad, was made in a facility that's based on real estate.
Facts.
Where your food comes from was based in a facility made off of real estate. The earth is real estate. Nothing compares to real estate. Nothing.
I a million
I
I
percent
got a
know this is
agree.
a
question.
real estate company more than it is a burger company. But Mark, did you mention that a lot of these crypto firms aren't even letting people pull their money out because they don't have the liquidity to actually pay
Oh
people out?
man, that's why they got blackout dates when you're invested, man. They got blackout dates, so when you cannot sell on these particular dates because you cannot get your money out, man. Let me make that clear. They have blackout dates. So if it bottoms out and you want to dump everything, nope. Can't sell today. Not gonna happen. If it goes so high, so sky high that you want to exit your position so you can take advantage of the gains, absolutely not. Blackout date, bro.
So that tells you that the money is not there, and that the value is less than what they actually stated that it is.
I would 1
Hey,
million
Mark,
percent agree, Ben Sah.
you know what I told my neighbor? He bought in it at 10K, at 10,000, and I told him when it got to like 60 something, I said, bro, sell your Bitcoin. He's like, man, I think it's going to hit 100. I think it's going to hit 100. Bro, you really got this hell of a gain. You're doing good. Just I don't understand you Bitcoin folk. I mean, just think about simple logic. What's going to make that thing just keep going up? So anybody that got it like at 5K, 10K, you could have got a good hit, made your money. Now it dips again, buy it again. I don't, Mark, I don't know.
I don't know either,
I
But
don't
man.
know.
It's what you're
I'll
saying is.
explain
I
something.
could sworn I'm talking right now. If I could just get one mic real quick, let me have this dialogue with Mr. Malcolm. Appreciate it. I'm trying to learn too. Shoot, what I think is it's the thrill of the gamble for some of these people, man. They're addicted to the thrill of this gamble, but many people don't have it to gamble. A lot of y'all are out here playing games, trying to play like some crypto guru that's having hundreds of millions in crypto, and you're playing yourself. You know you're down to your last 2.5 racks. You better stop playing out here before you can't pay your rent, man. I'm telling you. I'm telling you.
That's true. But you're right. You know, it would be nice if we really could learn, if we can get an honest crypto person, because it seems like everybody's a billionaire on this app that deals with
Right.
crypto. All of them. Oh, you don't understand NFTs. Oh, I'm up. How much? Oh, I'm up big. Can you give us an example of how big? We can
They
talk about a
all
real estate.
disappeared, Jerry. They've all
Yo,
disappeared.
Yeah, but
I'm
look,
here, man. I'm here. I'm honest, man. Like, what questions you guys want to ask me? Like,
no, no,
like,
I'm not about to do an interview with you, my brother. So no, thank you. But
but yo,
but all
can I expand quick just on that, right? Okay, with Bitcoin and crypto, you know how everybody's so enthusiastic about Bitcoin is because Bitcoin is being upgraded, so it's going to be almost like Ethereum. Smart contracts are going to be able to be placed on whatever Bitcoin. Bitcoin can have smart contracts soon when those upgrades are made. So that's going to really expand the scope of Bitcoin huge. You'll be able to do many things on Bitcoin and create different projects from Bitcoin, you know. So I believe that there's these weird cycles in the crypto market, but I feel like it's a very big mistake to underestimate it. Because me, I could show you, like my smart contract addresses, transactions. I can prove all the money I made. I made millions,
right,
and I'm not.
I believe you, brother. I'm gonna say this: you're not limited because everybody on this app all say they made millions. Everybody that deals with crypto, they all say the same thing. They made millions, and they all say that. I can show you this, show you that. I don't know what it looks like, but I know real estate. It's a big difference, Mark. You can actually see the building. It's public record. You can run a deed. You can see who owns it. But crypto, they always say they can show us this, and what is looking at a piece of paper going to say?
I
I
I
mean,
could show you
hey,
my my
I'm not
bank
dissing you,
receipts right now. I could show you my bank account. I don't know. You can see.
but just so you know, brother, let me explain something to you. Okay, number one, I'm not dissing you, but
Yeah,
bro,
yeah, yeah. I
why
know,
would you
I
go
know,
to
I
a
know,
what?
I know,
But let me
I
ask you a
know.
question. Let me ask you a question. Why would you go to an app like this and tell somebody you can show them your bank receipts? You would actually do that?
Because I mean, I'm not. I don't like what can you do with that? Nothing. Like I just show you privately, just whatever, I obviously um
So
X
so
out whatever the important information, right? But still, I can show it to you, right? I'm not lying.
no, I believe so. So basically, you would show a piece of paper and you would
Just
black out
just
this the.
you, not fucking
I
everybody.
know, but just so I'm clear, you would show me a piece of paper and you would black out all the stuff that's pertinent.
What,
I got
what,
you. And I'm not dissing you. The reason why I said that because a piece of paper. I got you. But hey, either way, it doesn't matter, brother. I believe you.
all
Jerry, are
right,
you
bro.
saying that paper can be manipulated?
Hey, stop it, Alvin. Alvin, stop it.
Come on, that's the
And you know
2.0.
what, Jerry? You
Stop
know
it.
what, Jerry? A lot of the, and I'm not against crypto, Jerry, but I just want to make this point real fast. A lot of this esoteric rhetoric and jargon surrounding this stuff, once you do the etymology to it and you break it down, this stuff is as simple as one, two, three. This crypto stuff. It is not that complicated. Like I could do Listen, don't you know a smart contract is done every time you do a digital transaction? Just the difference is with Bitcoin, they'll be missing an intermediary. There'll be no middleman. It's very simple, man, at the end of the day. So this stuff is not as complicated as people try to make it. NFTs. It's a freaking a storage for data. That's it. And the reason why you're seeing it failing is because you guys misused it and you made it into some goofy art when the point of an NFT is utility. It was supposed to be a ledger of sorts that stores data, useful data that you can then transmute, right, on the blockchain between individuals. Okay, so this stuff is not complicated when you break it down to its form. So when you got all these guys coming in here, I'm a billionaire, petrillionaire, cajillionaire, crypto mercenary guru from the fifth star from the sun. It's all nonsense. It's not. There's
Hey,
no way. There's
let's
no
let's
way.
let's be fair to him for just 1 second though, because I don't want my brother. Hey, Kevin, you there?
And this wasn't
Yeah,
for
yeah,
Kevin, Jerry.
yeah,
This was
bro.
just in
Yeah,
general.
yeah,
Me, I'm
that's what I'm
here.
saying. No, not come on, bro.
No,
I'm talking about the other guy. But Kevin, yeah, the only reason why Mark and I are speaking like this is because, I've never seen any other business or thing that involves money being made except where it's like. Do you remember that movie? Was it Kaiser Soche? What's his name? Mark Kaiser Soche.
Kaiser something or
Remember
other.
that?
Usual suspects.
Yeah,
Yeah,
usual
that's it.
suspects. It's like this mystery dude, and that's just kind of what it is with this crypto. And it's like, I just wish one day I could meet somebody and say, "Hey, man, I bought some crypto. I made a little challenge. I made about $8,000. This is what I'm doing." I'm like, okay. Or I made 15,000. But I made millions. I'm like, damn. Well, like shit. Put us up on game. Hey, bro, did you buy a bunch of real estate after you made those millions? By the way,
Yeah, man. I actually bought two houses. Like one of the houses, it was like a pre-construction home, but they canceled the house, whatever. So they gave me my deposit back. So I'm looking for another one, right? In a different area.
Kevin, my brother, do you understand what
Yeah.
you just said? You just said I bought two houses. One of them was a blah blah blah, and it didn't go through, so they gave me my
So they
money
bought
back.
one house.
That's that crypto
Yeah.
shit,
Well,
Jerry.
I
That's that
paid for
crypto
it, man.
shit.
I paid for it. I paid for it. Right. Right. But the builder canceled all the houses
So
on the
Kevin, that
lot.
means you did not buy it, brother. That means you
Or
didn't buy
That's
it.
whatever.
that crypto talk.
No, no, Kevin, I'm just being real with you. I'm just helping you, brother.
Past
If
tense.
you bought it, that means you own it. That means you
Okay.
own.
Okay. Okay.
And if the
Sure.
So
builder
you went
didn't
under.
sell it, that means you didn't buy it.
Was it?
Okay. Okay.
Hey,
Whatever,
Alvin,
man. It's all good.
Alvin. Maybe it was a problem with the transfer to crypto.
Hey man, they didn't have a smart
But
contract. They didn't have no smart
but
contract.
I feel like a
Margin
lot of
call.
people kind of put their money into real estate whenever they make money outside of real estate. So, I think that statistic. I think it's like 90% or something. I think that
Hey,
statistic.
Alvin, can I see one of those buildings you working on, or is it a secret?
It's the secret, man. Come on. And you
I
ain't
was
gonna
like,
know
Jay, I can
who
show you.
owned it either, because I ain't got no smart contract.
You gonna mess around and cancel the bill, and you ain't gonna be able to buy it.
Hey, everybody, all joking aside,
Yeah, we just
Jonathan Bing
joking.
does an
We
incredible.
just joking.
Yeah, Jonathan Bing does it. No, we're not joking, but Jonathan Bing does a real estate room in the morning. It's called Mortgage Syndicate. It goes from 6 a.m. to 12 noon Eastern Standard Time. And I do a real estate room. I know, guys, I do it whenever I freaking do it. I got to get consistent. I don't know what it is. I just have not been able to be consistent yet. However, we have these conversations in our rooms. And you guys should join us. Make sure you follow both of us. You should join us. And it's a lot that you learn. I know Uncle Alvin loves commercial. Commercial is big. But Jerry, I like commercial, but I'm also in love with single family residents, y'all. Single family residents. Look, you guys can sell paper clips and make a lot of money if you got the right system, the right amount of customers.
You sure
So
right, Jerry. Tell them.
yeah, so but you got to get in the game, everybody. And I gotta tell you this. I don't care what nobody says. Real estate, go back 5 years, go back 10 years, go back 15 years, go back 20 years. Every few years, it still goes higher, 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 and higher. So I just wanted to throw that in there really, really quick. Did you want to hop on the MIC,
Hey,
Mr.
Jerry, real quick. In my neighborhood, right? I live in Ladera Heights. When we moved over here in 2007, houses were going for $425,000,
2
Jerry.
million now, 2, 3 million.
2, 3 million now, Jerry. That shit is crazy
Two,
to
three
see.
million. Ladera.
Houses selling in my neighborhood doing 3 million now.
Yep. So if you guys bought a house, man, if you guys bought even 2000, if you bought a house in Ladera like 2012,
Yep.
2013, you could probably got something for like 700, 800,000.
500,000,
2000,
700,000.
yes.
Yes.
You'll be lucky if you find a house for 1 million. You're not
No,
finding a
you
house for a
can't
million
find
over
a
there.
house for 1 million anymore. It doesn't exist.
Yeah, but that's the power. So when I speak of, I'm glad you said that, brother, because when I speak of single families, I'm talking about ones like that. I'm not talking about these $8,000 houses in Budaka or wherever they are. I'm talking about stuff like that, and I'm talking stuff like that you buy significantly below market. Mr. Jonathan Bing, were you trying to say something, my brother? I'm a mind reader. Mr. Bing.
Aspiring real estate professionals. Have you thought about starting your real estate journey but don't have the experience or capital? The Play Excel is your proven multi-million-dollar strategy. Brought to you by Cinch Business Academy. You can start lending money today as a mortgage lender and a business purpose broker without a license or money of your own. Previous students are raving about millions of dollars earned in a matter of months with no previous lending experience. Go to www.theplayexcel.com to learn how to get started now.
Come on, JB. Let's go, baby.
What's that? Somebody say, what's the name of Jerry's new club? It's called Let That Breathe. Yeah, appreciate you for that, Mr. Jonathan Bing. So make sure you guys check out the link up top and you'll get more information on Jonathan's The Play XL. So yeah, everybody. So yeah, so we kind of like, rocking and rolling today.
Hold on, Jerry. We got 400 people in the room and 71 shares. We need to get them freaking shares up.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, let's go.
Uh-oh. So you want to get the shares up, Mr. Uncle Alvin. Give me an example where if you were at the helm, how would you get those shares up? Give me an example. Let's go. Let's get them shares up. Go, Mr. Alvin. If you are in the debate the news right now, and if you're in the nosebleed, if you're up top, if you're down below, I need to get some shares up in this biatch. So we're at 74, I need to get to 100. We're at 74 shares, I need to get to 100.
Find me in the club, bottle full of bug. Mommy, I got the X, getting the taking drugs. I'm into having sex, I ain't into making love. Come give me a hug, get into getting rough. Find me in the club, bottle full of bugs. Mommy, I got the X, getting the taking drugs. I'm into having sex, I ain't into making love. Come give me a hug, get into getting rough. When I pull up out front.
You want to have a shootout, Mark? We at 82. Mark, you want to have a shootout? We at 82.
Club niggas heard I fuck with Dre, now they wanna show me love. When you sell like them.
Okay, Mark, let's do this right. Are you ready, Mark?
Yeah, let's go.
Mark, are you ready?
Let's go.
Here we go. Let's do this right. Let's do this right.
Let's drop.
Let's do this shit right. Go, Mark. Go ahead, Mark. Go ahead, Mark.
Look at me riding through my old hood, in my new jet, same old attitude. I'm on that new shit. They say they gon' ride me, see me never do shit, cause they know that's the reason they gon' end up on the news clip. Audemars on my wrist, bust down. We poppin' bottles like I scored a winning touchdown. Women me dead broke, look at me.
Hey, dog. You know that's the theme.
Hey, we did all that. Only got 88 shares.
Hey, I'm
Some crap.
I'm
Come on, y'all.
dead,
Let's share the
man.
room.
Stop
Hey,
being
Jerry, but the
stingy,
app was
man.
glitching. The app was glitching. I tried to share it and it wouldn't.
Okay,
So
we
it's
did
the
all
app.
that. We did all that. But anyway, guys, listen. I want to remind everybody that we do this room 5 days a week, and we do it from 3 to 5:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, which is 6 to 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time. So, we come to about that time, but when I come to about this time, what I normally do, because we got people in the room to rock with us on a daily. So what I like to do is I like to go through the room and I like to do stuff like I see Tony Lachey. Give her a shout out. Give her a follow. I see Busy Zay. I don't know who you are. Re-examine all you have been told. Dismiss what insults your soul. Whatever you're talking about. Let me see. Micah. Micah's always in here. Hey, Micah. Micah. Okay, I'm gonna pivot away from
What's
Micah.
going on, Jerry?
Tell him what you do really quick, my brother, and how they can reach you. You got 20 seconds to give a shout out. Then I'm gonna pivot over to Sally after you or
Hey,
Lisa.
thanks, Jerry. Yeah, my name is Mike out here out of Los Angeles. I do health and human performance. I work with a lot of Olympians, some gold medalists out there. But since COVID and, this whole immune system pandemic, I've been focusing a lot on helping people optimize their everyday health or recover. So hit me in the back channel and we can discuss it. Thank you.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you, my brother. Lisa, 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 Lisa.
Hello.
What do you do, Lisa? Tell him who you are.
I run water utility companies.
You run water, Lisa Martin?
Yes.
Okay.
Absolutely, baby. Absolutely.
Okay, cool. Okay.
She a boss. She a boss.
So that's what Lisa does. Lisa, are you gonna be at the next 10X event in Florida?
I'm not sure. I have a lot of things going on in July. I would love to be there. So I'm not sure. It kind of snuck up on me.
Okay, cool. Appreciate you. Miss Sally from the Valley, Sally Colon.
It's Colon, remember? Spanish.
¿Cómo
Colon.
está?
¿Cómo
Cállate.
está? Sí.
Hey, buen.
Bien, bien.
That's what I said.
Oh my God.
Dame más zapatas. Quítame mi ropa. Feliz Navidad.
Oh, wow. You just
Don't
said take
play
my
with me.
clothes off, just so you know.
What?
You just said take my clothes off.
What the?
You might not want to say that again unless you're trying to, get some. So, yeah.
Get some what?
Let's
I'm
go.
just
Careful what you say,
saying.
Jerry.
What the hell
Not
did I?
from me, just from you, from others. Anyway, moving on.
What the heck did I walk into?
Oh, there you go.
What the heck did I
Listen,
walk
learn
into?
your Spanish before you start talking about it. That's all I'm
Hey,
saying.
Oh
hey,
no,
It's
he knew
Sally,
what he was
Jerry
happening.
was
saying.
tripping. He was tripping.
See that,
He didn't
Mark?
even know he
See
was
that, Mark?
tripping.
I think
Okay.
Mark knows better Spanish. I'm just saying, Mark.
Okay. Well,
Maybe you
hold
should
up.
help
Hold up. Wait
Jerry
one
out.
second. Wait. Let me see something. Let me
What?
see something. I totally relate to it. Okay. 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 I just had to verify something really quick. So, Sally
Yes.
Colon, thank
Colon,
you.
Colon. I meant
Colognes.
Cologne.
So tell
It's
them what you
Spanish.
do. Tell them what you do.
So I'm a filmmaker. I make social impact documentaries, and I'm in development on 6 different reality shows. And I also have a teen mentoring program that I do in LAUSD district out here in California.
And could you let them know? Could you
Yes.
let them know that you're going to be hooking Jerry up with some type of TV and possible film
Yeah.
stuff? Can you let
Yeah.
them know? Because you and
We
I
gotta
will be.
gotta meet up and sit, and like I need to know what you're about and stuff. Like I can't just do a show with you. I need to know who you are and what kind of show
You
we
know,
would
somebody.
do.
Somebody told me. They said, "Look,
What?
I don't even wait. Hold on, damn! I was doing all that, and I just found it. Hold on one
So
second.
Jerry, while you look for that, Lisa,
I
this
found it.
Alvin, I'm in it.
Hey, Alvin.
Hey, let's go.
Okay, so yeah, let's go, let's go. So here we go, here we go, here we go, here
Suavemente,
we go, here we go.
bésame,
Bésame.
que quiero sentir tus labios besándome
Epa.
otra vez. Suavemente, bésame,
Bésame.
que quiero sentir
Let's
tus labios
go.
besándome otra vez. Suave, bésame, bésame, suave,
Vamos.
bésame otra vez. Yo
Hey,
quiero sentir tus
hey.
labios
Where my Latinos
besándome
at?
otra vez. Besa, besa, bésame un poquito. Suave, besa, besa.
Epa.
Told you I know
Now
Spanish.
we're
Told
talking,
you I know
Hey,
Jerry.
Spanish.
Now
Jerry,
we're talking.
Jerry, I
Yes.
want to ask the question
I
real
love
quick.
it, Jerry.
Did you
Thank
I
you.
turn
see
it
all
off?
these people, like Lisa, got these dancing profiles. How in the hell are they doing that?
You
Oh,
click
that's
on
some
the
type of
picture and then you GIF it. You just got to click on your picture and hold it down, and then you click on GIF.
yeah, that's some type of upgrade. I got another question though. Yeah, some type of upgrade. Let me see some.
There you go.
Check this out. I totally relate facts. He's gonna make. Okay, cool. So it looked like we had a little interaction. Miss, Miss, Miss. How do you pronounce your name? It says Terencia. Miss Terencia. Miss Terent. Oh, you got to catch that live, boo. Miss Terent. Can y'all hear me, Mark?
Yeah, I hear you
Yeah,
just
move
Yeah,
fine.
on.
We
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 can
hear
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 you,
you,
you.
Jerry.
Jerry.
You,
You
you
loud
loud
and
and
clear.
clear.
Okay, let me pivot away. I tried to lob you. I tried to do. Okay, but anyway, everybody, make sure you follow Jonathan Bing. Make sure you follow Jonathan Bing, and make sure you give a special shout out to Mark Days for coming in here and holding it down. You know, he always supports, so give Mark Day a shout out. You guys know
Go,
Mark
Mark.
Days.
Good job,
Appreciate you,
Mark.
Mark.
Appreciate
Appreciate
y'all,
your
man.
Mark.
Appreciate
Appreciate
y'all.
your Mark.
Appreciate the
You rock,
love.
Mark.
Oh, come on, Mark. I've been knowing you before everybody in this damn app. Don't play with me, bro. Talking about love.
That's it.
Me and you used to do private rooms, closed rooms when I had to calm your crazy butt down.
That's a fact.
Mark be in a real estate room and be like, Jerry, when he was talking about flipping that house, did he say something about flipping me? Cause I'll kill. No, Mark, he didn't say he would flip you, bro. Calm down. He said I
Hey
didn't
man,
house.
hey man. Traumatized, Jerry. The hood traumatized me, man.
I had to calm Mark down. So appreciate you, Mr. Mark Days. Shout out to Jonathan Bing. Who else I got in here? Yvonne. Shout out to Yvonne. Michelangelo, I see you. I gave you a shout out the other day, my brother. I gave Micah a shout out. Daphne. You guys know Daphne. Daphne's down with the team from day one. We got
Daphne been down since day one.
we got Tara in here. We got Luis Estrella. Whenever you guys hear me say I'm gonna cut you so I can heal you, I got that from Luis
One second,
Estrella.
Jerry. Daphne's my business partner, Jerry. So I want to make sure she get a special shout out. She's been supporting you and I from day one. That's my business partner in the Play Excel. So I just need to shout her out.
Okay,
Jonathan,
special.
we give Daphne a big shout out, man. We love her. We already know she part of the family.
Big shout out to you. Now. We have come to the moment that we've all been waiting for. So you should never, ever do that, especially if you're really not ready. But I got a question before I go. I want everybody in this room right now to go in the chat. My daddy's from Kingston, Jamaica. My mother's from Belize. I was born in DC, but now I live in California. Go in the chat and tell me where you from.
California.
Put your city up. Put your city up.
California.
Put your city up. Put your city up. California. Put some respect in your damn city. Now check this out. Check this out, everybody. When I come in this room tomorrow, I am going to say, put in the hallway what city you from. All you people just got so happy and put your city in the chat. Show me that same love tomorrow. I want to break a record tomorrow. I want 300 shares in that damn hallway, mañana. So I want to thank everybody. Is there anything else anybody want to say before we land this vessel?
Jerry, I do. While you going out and doing your thing every day in the real estate business, if you find a lot that has ocean view that I can build a 10,000 square foot house on, call me. Because I want to build a house in California. I want to come hang out with y'all and get some of that California love. Come on, baby.
California love, I got you, my brother. I will definitely keep you posted. If I do come with something like that, you will be the first person I give a call to. Is there anybody else that would like to say
Look at
goodbye?
Jonathan Bing with that duck,
Yes.
Donald Duck.
Yo,
I-
yo,
Is
yo,
there?
Jerry.
Jerry,
Before
I wanted
you
to talk
go,
some
I just wanted
trash
to
about
say
Jonathan.
next time I want to talk about
Tomorrow.
crypto a little bit. That's
Wait,
it.
you want next time you want to talk about crypto? Well,
Yeah,
well,
talk
well
about
okay,
before
brother. Okay, I get that. I get that. I got you. I got you. But if you start okay, I got you, brother. We'll talk about crypto one day. But
Yeah,
I got you, brother. I got you.
thank you.
And the dude that said he want to talk some shit. Can you talk that shit tomorrow, bro? Can you talk that
Jerry,
shit?
what about the
Yeah,
Talking Shit Club?
Jonathan can wait. Jonathan can wait.
Yeah, I got the talking shit club, but I've been doing rooms in my new club called. In case you haven't got the memo, the
Let
name.
that breathe.
It always got to be somebody. Instead
What's
of
the
letting me get
name
you
of
mad.
it, Jerry? I'm
It's
sorry.
called. It's called.
This is a certified hood classic.
It was all a dream.
Y'all hear that? Watch this. Watch this. One. Let me bring that Biggie in. Let me bring that Biggie in. 1, 2. Here goes Biggie.
It was all a dream. I used to read Word Up magazine. Salt and Pepper and Heavy D up in the limousine. Hanging pictures on my wall.
Let me bring a little Lauryn Hill in. Let me bring a little Lauryn Hill in. Here we go. Okay, okay. I started a club called Let It Breathe for the sole purposes of many times we're in a room, too many times, people just talk, they don't listen. So the name of this club, Let It Breathe, is after somebody say something real positive and real powerful, we're gonna pause for a minute and go, let that breathe. We're gonna talk about any and everything. There will not be no individual topics. The topics will be whatever the hell you want that topic to be. If you are in this audience, if you are on stage, if you're in the nosebleed and you are looking for a mod position and you want to get down with Jerry and family, send me a back chat, especially if you are a woman. I want to open the space up and let more of you ladies have a voice, and we just gonna have some fun. So that's the name of my new club. It's called Let That Breathe. So for the fact that I just said let that breathe, and for the fact that I said we go from 3 to 5:30 Pacific Standard Time, and for the fact that it is now, what time is it? 6:03. That means I'm 3 minutes, actually I'm 33 minutes over time. So appreciate everybody for coming out. Jonathan Bing, Jerry Malcolm, we appreciate y'all more than you know. And we will see y'all next time, everybody. Can we get some good goodbyes?
Thank you, Jerry. Thank you,
We love you,
Jonathan.
Jerry.
Thank
Yo,
you, Lauren. Thank you,
peace.
everyone.
Much
Thank you.
love.
All right,
Debate the
everybody.
News. Leave
Y'all
a
have a great night.
review on the
Hasta
podcast.
luego.
Yeah. Go to debatethenews.com and definitely leave a review in our podcast. Appreciate y'all. And look out for our rooms that we do in the morning. Jonathan Bing does a room, and I do a room in my other club called Seventh Round Corner Talk. Appreciate everybody. Have a good night, everybody. Peace out.
Night.
Good night.